This is George.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm Bob, and we're the head shipping goblins of Beetle and Grimm.
Middle management, really.
We're the head shipping goblins, and we're here to tell you that Beetle and Grimm's now shipping the newest, latest release. This exclusive box set will take your Dungeons & Dragons campaign to a whole new level. It's packed full of in-world handouts, full-scale battle maps, encounter cards, and more. Beetle and Grimm's sets your adventuring party up in high style.
Yeah, and the jewelry is shiny.
And now, to tell us more is the newest member of our goblin team, Goblin Katie.
Hi, everybody. To celebrate the latest release from Beetle and Grimm's, I'm going to sing a song about being run through with a polearm.
Oh, I'm embarrassed for her.
What?
Should I tell her, should you? You do realize that it takes more than calling yourself Goblin Katie to be a goblin, you know that, right?
Well,
Maybe it's true. Maybe George here is gonna be an ogre if I call him Ogre George.
I'm an ogre.
Even better, he's a human if I call him Human George.
I'm George Washington.
Sorry, sister, but it takes more than a name to rock this look. I'm calling the Union.
oh, great. Let them know my new card came in. Go Local 234.
Son of a bitch.
I never thought I'd see my own spleen.
Hello, thank you for joining us on Band of Badgers. My name's Joe, and I am going to be your DM for the evening as we descend into the first layer of hell, Avernus.
Sounds pleasant.
Yeah, always. Yeah, lovely weather this time of year.
No handbasket.
Guarantee the tan.
No, it's gonna be a little warm.
But, of course, what is a DM without a group of players to corral like a business of ferrets through their story? So, hi everyone, how are you?
Doing good.
Doing good. Hi.
Awesome.
It's a little toasty down here.
Yeah. I'd also like to welcome our special guest for not 1 but 2 weeks is Ben from INDIGITEK. So yeah, hi Ben, thanks for joining us.
Hey Ben.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
We'll be catching up with Ben at the halftime break and asking him some questions about INDIGITEK and what you guys do and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. Also like to say a big thank you to Beetle and Grimm, who are a supporter of the whole Badgers channel, not just Avernus, but everything that we do here. So big thank you to you guys. I'll also be using the Silver Edition Avernus campaign that I got, so there's going to be lots of extra handouts and bits and pieces that go throughout this whole campaign. So yeah, it's good.
Oh.
Yeah. We've also arranged a number of discounts and bits and pieces for you guys as the viewers, and they'll be scrolling along below myself there. So if you're looking for any merch or any presents or whatnot, go check them out. Also, a big thank you to Sean TW for all of the artwork that you see.
Oh yeah, let's
behind
link. Come on,
everyone lean to the side. Yeah, it's just amazing. Like, it's just amazing. His links also in the scrolling things below, and
We love you, Sean.
yeah,
So good.
big love.
Respect.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. So good.
Get in contact with him if you've got any sort of commissions that you want done as well. Also, another thank you to my friend Sam for producing the music that you heard just at the start there. We were all rocking out before we all went live. Literally everyone
That was epic. Absolutely
metal.
epic.
Had a great time.
So metal.
So Sam's a member of a band called Bleed Again, and they've got an album coming out shortly. I believe they've been on like Radio 1, and they've already got a ton of stuff on YouTube. So go give them a listen if you can do so. That'll be brilliant. So big thanks, Sam. Another thank you goes to all of you guys for tuning in. So if you're new, welcome. If you're a returning player, returning viewer even.
Returning player.
If you're returning, well, we've got a returning player.
We do.
Big thank you for doing so. Please hit that follow, subscribe button, etc. to get notified when we go live in the future. What I need to tell the players, or the viewers, sorry, is that you guys are going to see behind the curtain. So you're actually getting the view from my screen as the DM. So there's going to be times when you can see things on battle maps that the players might not be able to. So if you can refrain from, shouting out about the like the big bad guy that's just around the corner, or the massive hell beast that they're about to walk into, that would be great, just so that the players aren't aware and we can all catch them. So, and players, no cheating, don't peek.
Oh, I'm totally peeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not got it open on a second monitor at all.
Yeah, not at all.
That's right.
No,
No,
I don't have.
not at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
Like,
sign in with
jumping on my
another
other
account
monitor
and
over
boost
here.
our numbers, that's fine.
I'm up for private messages.
yeah. Yeah, you're gonna private messages for bits. Is that what it is? So, also you can, if you go onto our YouTube channel, you can find the session 0 of Avernus, where you can find out how all of these guys ended up in the predicament they are, standing in hell at the moment. So
You got to check it out.
it was great fun.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely check out Session 0 if you haven't seen it, because I would say it is even a little bit further than a Session 0. It's a really good play session as well. So it was a lot of fun. It was a good one.
It was.
And now for my favourite part of the intros is the part where I don't have to say anything. So, Cork, can you do your Cork diary, please?
Alright, let's do it. So, first off, what I just want to say is thank you to everyone on the Discord who complimented my picks. I was feeling very self-conscious today, so thank you everyone for that. Okay, so Cork's second diary, day 1. Why is Cork in hell? All Cork did was commit vast amounts of murder, tortured someone like a Reservoir Dogs scene, kill a surrendering goblin chef, drown an infant god in magma, turn a lady into a goat, capture her in a bag, beat her to death, cut off her arm, drain her blood, and turn her into a pelt, and even made her into goat soup for the crew as I was travelling here. Oh dear. Anyway, I bet you're wondering how Cork got here. You see, a few decades ago, Cork was born, and then many adventures happened. But in this specific environment, we talk about Elturel and Baldur's Gate, were two cities at war, really, led by Granddaddy Ravengard and Oversized Krieg. I think that's definitely their names. They recently tried to settle a peace agreement, but Elturel got dragged into Avernus while both leaders were there. In its wake, Baldur's Gate was left in chaos due to all the refugees and the rise of a cult called the Cult of the Dead Three. In retaliation, the Flaming Fists, who are like a mercenary group for Baldur's Gate, rose up and recruited some really special people, like me. They also recruited our hardened monk, Wukong, our hardened monk, Jack Tunehammer, the charming bard, Virushan, the delightful druid, and Al. We were tasked with transporting Cursed Shield to a polymorphed couple called Traxagor and Lulu. They're a wizard who was turned into a ferret and a tiny flying elephant thing. On our trek, we learned that Oversized Krieg did a deal with a High Lord of Avernus called I'm going to suffer with this name, called Azariel, which resulted in Elturel being taken into hell. Also, the shield that Al is carrying has a greater demon in it. LOL. Traxago transports us and Lulu into Etrel, which is floating over Avernus. And our quest is to find the Granddaddy and seal away the shield. Here we go.
Thank you. Cool.
Great job, Cork.
Yeah. So you find yourselves currently standing within Elturel itself, but Elturel has been pulled down into Avernus. and a hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city streets in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet, and in the red-hot smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of utter darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that streak and strike the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a bluff in front of you, overlooking the rest of the city, is a crumbled fortress. Can each of you describe to me what your character looks like to the others? So, Varashon, if you could go first.
Sure. Vidashon is a red dragonborn. She is very tall, 6.5 feet tall, so she is actually the tallest of the group. She is a druid. She carries a staff, and she has a green cloak on and some various things like a mistletoe attached to her belt and a backpack. And yep.
Okay.
She looks like that.
Cool.
Right there.
Yeah. And Wukong.
Wukong looks very much like this, in fact. He's a 5'7" human-ish person. He doesn't come across as very friendly, but he's got a heart of gold. He carries a quarterstaff, which is black with gold tips, and a bottle that he regularly drinks from, which he claims contains universe juice, which powers his powers. So yeah, that's about it. He's got dark hair, brown eyes, tan skin, and he kicks ass when he can.
Nice. And for those that don't know Cork, could you describe what Cork looks like, please?
Hi. Cork is the half-orc barbarian. He's very much grey-skinned. He's got pelts of various animals on him and a loincloth. He surprisingly looks like that.
Is this what I'm going to get?
It
looks like this, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Sean is really, really good. Sean is awesome.
Sean is really good, yes.
Yeah.
He has, on bits of his pelt, he has colourful feathers on them, which are feathers from a T-Rex, which is a different story entirely. He carries around a great axe as well.
And Jack.
Jack Toonhammer is a halfling bard standing at a mighty 3.3 inches.
3.3 inches?
Yeah, 3 foot. Yeah, 3.3. That'd be a little small. So 3 foot 3 inches. He's got a really cool weathered brown top hat that he wears, light brown hair, a little bit of a scruffy beard. He does pull his hair back and a little bit of a ponytail. He carries what looks like a black iron sword that he has when he only uses when he absolutely needs to go into melee combat. He's got like a purplish quilted type shirt with a nice tight fitting brown leather vest. It's got some straps in the back and a satchel he carries with various different components. Mainly he uses to do brews along the way. He's a brew master, and you'll see that he carries a gorge, and he always has his finest brew in that gorge on his hip that he's carrying. You'll also see him with some magic pipes that he'll have, as well as his epic hurdy-gurdy that he will play sometimes to really lay down the metal.
Yes.
Woo! That's Jack Toonhammer.
Last but not least, Eleanor, please.
Yeah, so Anna is a woodland elf, coppery skin, emerald eyes, black hair, much better at war paint than I am. As you can see, mine is more like Rudolph with a few antlers coming out of it. I will get better. He's just over 6 foot. I'll show the picture again because Sean has done his work. He carries a few knives, mainly bow. He's got a short sword somewhere on him, but no, he's very much. He's got his hood up most of the time, but no, he's a cool guy. You'll like him. I like him.
Cool. Thank you.
I like him.
So, yeah, you stand in front of a crumbling fortress. This clifftop castle was once the crowning architectural jewel of Elturel. Only 3 of its 5 watchtowers still stand, though they appear abandoned. The wooden gate that once led into the castle grounds has been shattered, leaving a gaping hole in the wall. The west side of the castle has been reduced to a pile of smashed brick and broken wood. The surviving building is blackened by soot, and at the centre of the castle's ground, the High Hall Cathedral stands defiant. So that's where you find yourselves currently.
Well, it looks like our ferret friend. He disappeared. He went back. But we still got the elephant.
Still have the elephant
elephant.
Lulu.
The
Lulu.
elephant.
Oh god.
The elephant.
Got an elephant.
Do you have
That's
a
not showing
Lulu?
up very well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, Lulu remains, but the ferret gentleman that brought you here disappeared. Yes.
Now is Lulu have any capabilities of combat, or is it mainly from a guide perspective?
She might join you in certain circumstances, yes, but she may well just be a guide or a sort of information giver at points as well. So, yeah.
So ahead of us, we've got the cathedral.
Yes.
That you described, and I'm guessing if we look around, we've got just buildings that are kind of, or homes that are just kind of looking bad.
Decimated is probably
Yeah,
a
not
good
so
way of
good.
putting it.
Seen
yeah.
better days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it bluntly.
And I'm assuming there's no immediate danger that anyone can see, like right around us. Correct?
I mean, as I said,
I mean,
there's
outside of being in hell.
yeah, you know, there's the
bit
sort
warm.
of arc lightning that's coming off of this large dark orb that's floating above the city. There's sort of general fires around the place, and crumbling buildings. So it depends on how safe you feel.
So Jack,
Oh, Virashon does
Natural.
not feel safe at all. You just put it through a
Natural
portal.
nervous laughter. Yeah.
so Jack's kind of sensing that people are pretty nervous. So come over here, group. Kind of huddle up. Everybody kind of huddle up with Jack. All right, we got this, group. We've got this. Eleanor, look at me. Look at me with those sexy elf eyes. I love them paints.
Virashon
You've
will
got
kind
this.
of pick up poor tiny little Jack Toonhammer so he's more at eye level with people.
Okay. All right. Oh, excellent. Thank you. This kind of goes on. Jack sort of like pumping everybody up for the next like about 10 minutes, and I'm going to activate Inspiring Leader, and everybody gets everybody gets temporary +9 hit points to your hit points.
Ooh.
Cool.
You are beautiful.
Thank you, Jack.
How long does that last?
That
Out of interest.
let's see here, Adrian. It will last until you have finished a short or long rest.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you just
Okay.
they're just with you until
Until they get battered out of you.
that's right. So everybody can go up by 9.
Nice.
Pretty much.
So
There's a specific section in your character sheet for temporary hit points, by the way.
Yes. there
Thank
is.
you. I was going to ask that.
Yep.
So, from where we are, can we see over the? Because we've got the map on our screen at the moment, which give us a. It's literally a map view. Can we see over the edge of anywhere and look down, or are we too far away?
No, not currently, because you're in the sort of main high street area that of El Terrell.
Which is half on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not near the edge of any crack or anything like that. So
If I look on the cathedral, go.
On the edge of the crack just made me laugh, sorry. Mature.
So, if we look at the cathedral, what kind of condition is that in?
the main sort of center of the building is still standing, but to the sort of your right hand side has all just been decimated and crumbled in. There's sort of small fires flickering with inside it and whatnot.
Oh, that's the high hall, yeah?
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Does that have Is it just a peak on top of the cathedral, or has it got a bell or anything like that on top?
It doesn't have a bell. No, it's just a peaked roof. Yeah.
Companions, I think if anybody survived this, they might be in the Great Hall. I think we should go check that out.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go into this west side? Looks like it's somewhat damaged and crumbled. We might be able to easily get in.
Entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
We go.
So as you sort of wander towards the High Hall itself, you walk down a couple of main roads, and then off to your left, you notice that there is an imp standing next to a halfling, and they seem to be conversing with one another.
Do I recognize the imp?
You don't, no.
Okay, so it's not the same one from
It
the
is,
same
no.
She'll kind of elbow Wukong, like,
Ah, demons! I do not like demons.
You said it was a halfling, though, right?
Yes, it is.
There's an imp.
An imp and a halfling. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Jack will approach because it's a halfling, so he's feeling the kinship, and he'll walk
what
up.
are you doing?
I got this. Don't worry. Just
For Jack, do not sign anything the imp gives you.
oh no, I know about contracts.
Not again. Anyway.
Just stay back about 10 feet or so, and Jack will walk up and excuse me, friend.
And as he does so, you hear him going. He's just like, yeah, just sign here, mate. Just sign here, and you'll get all the food. And the halfling's holding this. It's a large piece of skin that's just been cut out. And he's just sort of looking at it. And he hears you coming and turns over to you and is like, "Oh, hello, friend. I'm having a hard time deciding whether I should sign this. Do you mind having a look?"
Sure.
No,
I'll take a look.
You keep your nose out of it, mate.
Oh no, I'll take a look. I'm an expert on contracts, friend.
Oh, you think you're an expert, do you?
Absolutely.
Can you? So when the halfling hands you across this piece of skin, and yeah, and on it is just a load of writing, and there's like clauses and sub-clauses and addendums, etc., and it just sort of goes on for ages and ages. If you want to try to ascertain what the contract is about and what he would need to give in return, if you can make me a investigation check, please.
Okay.
And what did you get?
That would be I can add my Jack of all trades to that, so that'd be an 11.
Okay, yeah, so due to the number of sub-clauses and addendums and stuff, you can't ascertain exactly what it says, but the main deal of it is that in exchange for this halfling soul, the imp's going to give his whole family food for a month.
Oh, it appears here, friend, that you would lose your soul.
Yeah, I mean, my family is hungry. There's no food in
there
this
has to be.
place.
Wukong shouts from the
way.
back, "Kill the imp and eat it!"
I'm merely a bread maker. I am not a fighter.
Jack's going to turn to the imp and basically try to reason. This contract seems
It's
too
above
much
board and it's
for what's
all
asking.
all legit, mate.
1 month of food for a soul.
Yeah, well,
That seems very deep, friend.
this is the state of the place that he finds himself in. I mean, you're
Can we
welcome
hear
to sign.
what the conversation that's happening now?
You can certainly have walked up behind them, and if you wish.
Oh, he said to give him 10 minutes, though, so I'll just...
Could there be another deal struck? What do you need, friend?
What you got to offer? I mean, you can sign on his behalf if you want.
Oh, I won't be signing anything. But I would like to change this contract.
I'm all ears, as they say. He like bats his own ears.
Any jobs? Any jobs you need done? Things around town?
I mean,
Any problems maybe you have?
there's a whole hierarchical structure that goes on down here, you see, and the more souls that I get, the higher up this hierarchy I get. So for me, it's a souls for food type scenario.
That is the worst campaign for aid I've ever heard of. That is
It's not great, is it?
no, it's like
That's like a terrible pyramid scheme.
it's like, yeah, it's like
Yeah, it is.
call 1-800 soul for food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it is.
Will he
Well.
trade for bitcoins?
Yeah. You
Will
take
you
Bitcoin.
trade for NFTs?
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, could we possibly say the soul was acquired, but not, and we make it worth your while?
I mean, if he wants the food, someone signs the contract. If he doesn't want it, then it's a take it or leave it.
Where does
And
the
I'll
food
be
come
on my way.
from, by chance?
It just appears. It's
Magic.
it's one of those things.
Magic food.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you could conjure it without
Yeah.
needing the soul.
I could, yeah, but I'm not
I
gonna.
can,
It's one of those deals, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you give me something, I give him something.
And the only thing you'll take is a soul.
Yeah, or a bit of one.
A bit of one.
Yeah, like maybe I could take like half of it. But I'm being nice.
Share your soul. It's like sharing a cookie. You just
Yeah.
snap it and I have a bit of my soul.
I've got a better offer for you.
Yeah, what's that? As I say, all ears.
What if I told you that this here gorge I'm carrying contains one of the best brews you'll ever have in your life, and I'll give you a drink of it, and it also bestows magical powers upon you.
I don't know
it
if
might
you've
get you up
eaten or
through.
drunk anything down here recently, mate, but everything tastes like shit.
Oh, not this brew. Not this brew. This one will be the best thing you ever taste. And speak of your hierarchy, it'll take you up through your hierarchy. It'll put smarts
Have you
in your noggin.
I'm assuming you're new here, right?
Oh, yes, we're new around town.
Have a sip
Sure.
yourself.
Of me brew?
Yeah.
Of course. Jack takes the cap off, pops it, and goes to take a sip, but doesn't actually drink it. And then pulls it back down.
Goes yum yum.
God, it's good. This is one of my best recipes.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm still not accepting it, but
All right. Well, he'll turn to the other halfling and tell him to wait just a second. And Jack's gonna walk back to the party. It doesn't look like this imp is budging, so he's either gonna take this halfling's soul for only a month of food, which seems kind of shitty,
It tastes
Or-
like it too.
or we do our first dispatching down here in hell.
Hmm.
I
I like
Can he
that
not-
idea.
Can he not conjure the food? Then we kill him.
Yeah, but he
Pre-signing
has
of
to
the contract.
Possibly, but the
Sign.
contract must be signed, and once these contracts are signed, they're
Well,
signed.
We have no reassurance he can even conjure said food. So why not a demonstration?
I like
Yeah.
that thinking, Eleanor. Okay, Jack's gonna walk back over. Does anybody want to come with Jack back over to the?
Yeah, with Conwell.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's a good idea.
We're just
So
gonna
you can
press
hang
gang.
back. I'll come forward.
We're just going to press gang this in now.
It's
Alright.
about to get quarter stuff around the back of the head in a minute.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, All right, friend. Here's the deal. And Jack's gonna turn to the other halfling, just kind of wink a little bit, you know. I think you should sign. A month of food sounds actually like a good deal.
Okay.
But first, we'd like to see the food. I mean, how do we know that you can actually conjure this food?
You want a demonstration of sorts?
Oh, I would like a grand demonstration because you do not, my friend, look like you're in the hierarchy to produce this food.
Oh, all right then. And he just unravels his like hand, and you see that he's got these like long, dirty fingernails. And as he unravels it, just a bunch of grapes just appears within his hand.
You call that grand?
I mean,
That was a wee show of power, my friend.
I mean, I'm not going to give away all the goods, am I? Do you know what I mean? If I can produce a bunch of grapes from my palm, what do you want on there?
I can
a
do
platter?
that.
You could probably produce a melon next, but that wouldn't impress us.
Yeah, probably pull one out your head.
Yib starts going, no, I can make bigger food. I can do bigger food. It's not just this small. I can make bigger things.
Look, try them. They're real. And he like offers them out to you.
You're gonna taste like shit, though.
I mean, everything does down here.
Grapes, it tastes like shit.
I think I was rather starve.
Cork,
It's a good contract, isn't it?
can Cork take the bunch of grapes from the imp and pass them over to the other halfling?
Yeah.
And literally just hand over and just go, try.
And he sort of takes them off you and looks at them and plucks one off and eats it. And you just see the like, almost like someone eating sour sweets, or like just a look of like, ugh, like utter just disgust as he's eating it.
Oh, what? So if we love sour sweets, we're quits in down here. Excellent.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love sour sweets.
Yes.
Is that going to happen to my good berries?
You would assume so.
We're gonna starve down
You,
there.
you get
I would
this.
just-
You
It's
get
going to be so gross.
So for gameplay sense, you'd still get the same level of nourishment that you would
Okay.
from a normal good berry, but it just tastes awful.
I
Well, at
imagine
least you
it's,
only need one.
So it's like, if all food tastes rubbish down here, that's something that just has to be dealt with. I'm guessing it's more a sense of what's the scarcity of food down here.
Yeah, and the halfling will turn to you and say, "We've been down here since Elturel fell, and I've had to leave my wife and children at home to try and forage for food. It's looking very bleak."
I will give him a bunch of good berries.
Yeah, cool. And he'll just take them like willingly and be like, "Thank you so much."
And then we can turn to the imp and deal with him.
Yeah, I mean, it has so at this point, the other halfling has the good berries and has the grapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And the good berries, that's like a day of nourishment. One berry.
It's a bit like lamb bread. Isn't it?
Okay. All right. Go, my friend. Run back to your family.
Oh, so you don't wanna sign this deal, then? Is that that's what I take?
He's not going to be signing anything, my friend.
All right, fair enough. And the imp just disappears along with the grapes that are in the halfling's hand.
It's all right. He's got the good berries.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
good berries is that? That's enough for a couple of days for a family, and I think, if I remember rightly,
I
produces.
think I have to roll technically, but
You produce one
up to
good
10
berry.
berries. Yeah.
10 berries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
One
good.
berry sitting in his hand.
That's some
Great.
nourishment.
Shout, maybe you should shout after him. Only eat one each a day. Can imagine he's
Eat
walking
them
back and he just
sparingly, my
tosses like
friend.
4 into his mouth. And we're like,
Yeah.
And we,
His gut just expands.
if the halfling's still with us, can we ask him about Cathedral? Do you know much about Cathedral? What in Cathedral?
Yeah, I know that the High Hall was where we were all told to go to if there was ever trouble within Elturel.
I'd say this is trouble.
Yeah, but
Yeah, this is definitely trouble.
my wife is she wished to stay at our bakery along with our children. She didn't want to go into the High Hall.
Might be bad idea. Might be time to go to High Hall. We're going there now.
Okay.
Yes.
I will let them know that there's people that have arrived that may be able to aid.
Mm-hmm.
We will do our best.
And he sort of scurries off back into the main street and along to another side alley.
Hi, I'm Cork.
Cool. So
Gonna get Cork a badge. It says, "Hi, I'm Cork."
Yeah.
So you, I'm assuming, head up to the High Hall
High Hall
itself.
High Hall.
Yep.
Try and find.
High Hall.
I guess we're looking for someone who's in charge, aren't we? Really, anyone who's like of a higher authority.
Yep.
We're hopefully to find the Grand Duke.
Yes.
That's one of our, I think, 2 objectives of being here at the moment.
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Duke.
So,
Or as Cork refers to him,
Does-
Granddaddy.
Does Lulu have anything to say about what's going on, or is she?
no, she would just sort of fly around with you. If she has any moments where she needs to, I'll certainly jump in and shout and stuff about her.
Okay.
But
And get her
at the
to
moment,
show up.
she's kind of just sort of floating around above you or beside you and stuff. So, as you enter the area of the High Hall Cathedral, you come to the base of a set of large stairs leading up to the cathedral itself. There's a grand archway that opens into a long hall, and you can see that it has a number of columns at the top of it as well.
is one side of it open to the elements where the side of the Great Hall or High Hall collapsed?
If you were to go around the building, you'd probably be able to see the collapsed side. You've come
right, but
into the main.
We can't see it from where we are.
No,
it just
not
looks
currently.
normal.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
You do, however, see a number of dead bodies at the top of the grand staircase itself.
Hmm. That does not look right. I suggest we go cautiously as we go forward.
Maybe they're just sleeping.
Would you say they're dead before the entrance, or kind of behind the entrance, or within the entrance? Like, have they been killed before they've got there, type thing? Or...
So you should be able to see them on your map, I believe.
What a black screen.
Have you? Let me try moving your characters about.
He doesn't have night vision.
This should be an open area, so I should check this earlier. Can you guys see now?
It's just a blank screen.
I can.
Oh, yeah.
No, now
I've
it
got to
is.
zoom
Yeah, I
right
see.
out. It's right on
Yeah.
the right hand
You're
side.
on the right hand
Yeah.
side. Yes, my bad.
I see it now.
Yeah, got it.
So yeah, if you wanted to go up and investigate the bodies, you can do a medicine check, or if there's anything else you wanted to do to them, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll check the bodies to see if anybody's salvageable.
Yeah, certainly. So if you start sort of poking and prodding the first body, you sort of notice something odd about it. It still seemed warm.
So alive, or just recently deceased. Oh my god, it's still warm.
Hold on, isn't everything down here warm?
Yeah.
Regardless of whether
No,
it's
but
dead.
the body is still warm. It should be.
Yeah, but everything down here is hot. So,
Hot to the touch.
That would
tell you,
imply
Verishan, you think this happened recently? Yes.
So, yes.
As you're talking, the body jumps up. The devils die!
Whoa!
Oh,
Jack,
Holding
Jack,
the
Warhammer.
We are not your enemy.
yeah, Jack pees a little bit in his pants. just a little bit.
Wukong just like twirls around his quarterstaff into a sort of, in fact, the exact same stance. as this, but without the bottle in his hand, and says, "We are not enemies. Don't worry."
So
Everything here is an enemy.
Yeah, we're not
Come
from
on,
here.
enter.
Who are you? She'll be pointing her staff at him.
Who are you?
I asked first.
Cork all of a sudden notices that someone has stood up and goes, "Oh, hi, I'm Cork. Who are you?"
Wind Rainhorn. What are you doing here? Why are you not dead?
We're here looking for Granddaddy.
He means Grand Duke.
Duke.
Grand Duke.
Puts his
Grand Duke.
warhammer down next to him and stands almost at a guard and attention at the door. And you see now that he's dressed out in plate mail, brown skin. You can't really see through the helmet. Very, very well. What would have been very well ornate and well looked after armor, but is now caked in blood, gore, and like almost like red dust. The Grand Duke. He could be inside. I'm not sure. Most of the people are inside of those who are alive.
What happened here? It happened recently. It's still warm.
That was me. I was
You too. You killed these people?
absolutely not
no, he was the body
were
that you
attacked.
felt that was still warm.
by devils.
Okay.
Oh, awesome! You just happened to feel the one that was alive.
Why are you warm?
Okay.
Why are you warm?
I thought I felt more than one, and like they all felt warm. Sorry.
It was a ploy. I was attempting to stop any more devils from coming in by playing dead.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, you fooled
But-
us.
Well, you're dead.
It was an excellent ploy then. Although you aren't devils, but you could help us, which is actually probably better. Most people are inside. Devils keep attacking. My job was to help protect the High Hall. But my fellows here fell. And so, alone I could not do this.
What did they fall over?
Many claws and swords. Spines.
Oh, that kind of fell. Oh, okay.
Indeed.
What is the frequency of the attacks?
They're very frequent. I believe some may also be inside. They keep trying to get in. We keep repelling them, but I fear that we are unable to withstand these attacks much more.
Did you try locking the front door? Because we just pushed it
tried.
open and walked in.
Yes, we did try.
Okay.
There are huge devils. The power of Torm is behind me, but it is more than I can do myself. Would you be willing to come and help us secure the cathedral?
Cork get to kill things? All right. Cork go in. Woohoo! Cork is not very subtle.
We should help, friends.
If there is
should help.
stopping
Yes.
demons, I am always there.
I mean, we're already in hell. We might as well fight demons.
Cool.
Someone really should look after the orc. I follow Cork.
Yes, please go follow the cork orc.
Cork.
So you can move your own token about and feel free to sort of walk forward, but give me intent as to I want to go into this next room or what have you, just in case there's anything in there that I need to describe. So entering.
Cork,
Sorry, Cork.
I was going to say Cork intends to go up to the door and go next to the door and
Cool.
pretend to take a passing glance at being stealthy. more just pretending at this point.
So
Almost like over the top Scooby-Doo and just sneaking up on tiptoes.
Cool.
I'm gonna just double check the other bodies that apparently were not the ones that I checked.
Yeah, and Wukong is going to stick to Cork like glue.
So looking at the other bodies, you see that they've all been like clawed, and they've just got like massive rakes down the front of their chests, and they're sort of
So they were
plate armor has
gardeners.
been, yeah.
Sorry, that was terrible. Yes, I am a dad.
Wow.
By the
Yeah,
way.
no, it wasn't
Dad
terrible. That
jokes.
was,
That was good.
This is the reason we're in
Pretty much
hell.
nailed it.
Right,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. This is the reason we're in
Yeah, I already know I'm going, so nothing
Yeah,
else is
yeah.
going to hurt.
it's warm, they play the best music.
That's all right.
So, yeah, the room that you guys find yourself in, you notice that there's a number of columns that support the ceiling in this area, and they've been carved to represent Torm. But infernal magic of Avernus has warped the others to represent the likeness of a winged female devil wielding a luminous sword. The wooden
The
doors to the room beyond have been smashed by obviously whatever's entered into the rooms beyond.
Sorry, Joe, is that two doors with a column in between?
Yes, so there's two doors, one either side.
Are they both smashed open, or is it just one?
Both of them are currently
damn.
smashed. Yeah.
I was just thinking because of like barricading, trying to help them repel any more demon attacks, you know. But if they're both smashed open, it's going to be very hard.
Cork would look at Wynn and basically say, "Why Tor? Is this temple to Tor?"
Yes, it was. These devils have blasphemed.
Did the pillars have statues other than Torn on them?
They did not. Not
Oh,
before.
okay.
Not before this being dragged into hell.
Who the hellacious angel thing up there then? The new statues.
That I do not know.
Can any of us identify it? Does anybody have religion skill check thing, whatever you call it?
That's exactly it. Religion.
It is exactly religion.
Yeah.
Damn it!
And
I'm such a nerd.
I mean, I can roll it, but it's probably not going to be very good.
I've got 0, so I'm not going to roll it because I've only got 0 against that one. So
Yeah, I only got an 8.
You don't know who that individual represents, unfortunately.
does our new friend?
No, he does not.
No.
However,
So where are the other people? You said they're inside?
They were inside here. Everyone
Inside.
was.
Okay.
Everyone came here. Anyone who was alive, and the remaining leaders came here to essentially become this stalwart barricade and the last stand. But unfortunately, the devils, they kept coming in. I don't know where they are now. I don't even know if they're alive.
You know how many got in?
There were at least 100. At least.
Cork
I
would be able
needed
to find
devils or
100.
people.
Cork will give a go.
Devils or people. Oh, devils.
How many
I
did you
saw.
dispatch before the rest got in?
Dispatched.
Kill.
At least 50.
I think somebody likes to exaggerate.
I
Felt like it was at least
Careful.
50.
I'm thinking maybe if we minus 50%, we might get realistic figures. But you know,
Be fine.
that's
He
still a
great
lot.
I was
hero.
keeping count. And
Great tactical
at least,
mind. Sorry.
do you think we need to run ahead and see if we can track down the ones that made it in, so we can finish them?
I think we should be cautious, for I was only guarding this main steps, and there were some that got past. There may be others that came in through other ways.
Now,
Wukong, I'm going to try and stealth it for the rest of our thingy-majiggy-boo. Well, I'm not stealthing it very well. That's quite a rubbish roll, that is.
Yeah. Jack's going to do the same.
That is a roll of 10 total.
I'm
which
not
is
sure I
a
can
pile of poo.
stealth.
Thump, thump, thump.
okay.
I got
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah, I got stealth at 21. So Jack's going to essentially stealth around kind of the pillars and just sort of try to investigate a little bit,
Yeah, certainly.
staying as much out of the way as possible.
Yeah. I'm not stealthy. Not even a little bit.
Cork's
Yeah,
not
so-
even trying.
Wukong's going to move into where the doorway is, Joe, if that's okay, and
Yeah,
see
certainly.
if he can see any dodgy-looking things in the main hall.
So as you walk into that area, you smell, even though you could smell sulfur and brimstone outside, the stench of it in here is even higher. and you do hear a low rumbling, growling noise.
I smell the scent of cursed souls, demons, imps.
We're in hell. Everything smells like that.
Yeah, but I can actually smell the demons. There's definitely demons here.
So in this room as well, you do see in front of you 2 spiraling staircases leading up. You can't see. It's a enclosed spiral staircase, and you can't see what it would lead to from where you are currently.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the door that where I'm at. You said that it's broken down, right?
Yep, both these doors
Okay.
have been smashed in and hanging
I
off
mean,
their
I'm
hinges.
not very stealthy, so.
And
Oh shit!
Neither am I, apparently.
As you walk in, you do hear the loud growling rumbles of 2 beasts that look like large dogs to the north. And with that,
Nice doggy.
Oh, dear.
Nice doggy.
could you each roll me initiative, please?
I know the sound of that. Hellhounds, baby.
The sound of initiative.
Where's my?
Excellent.
That's a 13 total for me.
Oh, he rolls a good one and he doesn't select his token like a noob.
Just reselect your token, roll it, and change your initiative to what it would have been. This is where you roll better again than your first one.
I somehow knew how to do that without knowing how to do that.
Good doggy. Nice doggy.
I got a 10.
Can I talk to the doggy?
These are not the ones you were asking for, unfortunately.
Hellhounds! Hounds of hell.
These are not the hugging dogs.
I still want an infernal puppy.
At least they keep you warm on a cold night.
Who are you
I'm fairly
missing?
sure. I'm fairly sure Al might be physically the closest one to them, and is doing really well on that initiative.
We don't have Jack on initiative. Have you already rolled, or?
He got a 10.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Cool.
So is it 5 foot squares?
It is, yes. So
Yeah,
each square is
just
5
checking.
foot. Yeah.
I don't-
Yeah.
Sorry, the extra hit points. I think I messed something up putting them on, but hopefully not important.
If you know how many they are and what your maximum hit points normally is, you can just work with it. It's fine. So Wyan, you're up first.
Okay, so I'll come through the door first. So I can see them. That was moving 10 feet. And I will... how far we got here? 5, 10, 15, 20. I will... All right, I'll move over here. Should get me in just under my movement. And I will stare down the hellhounds and say, "You desecrate this temple to Tom," and I will summon a spiritual weapon, which I don't have a token for.
What
but
does your spiritual weapon take the shape of?
spiritual weapon? It's going to take the shape of a giant warhammer, spectral warhammer, but the head of it is going to be like a golden badger. Where the part that would hit would be like an open maw
Nice.
of
Damn
teeth
right.
that would just come down and attack.
Let's just use the badger token
I love it.
for now.
Let's just use a
I
token for
love
that. The badger token.
Hammer badger.
Yeah.
And the hammer badger. To put it...
Yep, you
We'll put
can.
can I control that one yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Just maybe next to the hellhound, like here. And we'll just attack that one.
There you go. You should be able to move it now.
Ah, yep, cool. So I'll like summon it here.
Yep.
And I believe it's an attack on summon as well. On when you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack. Yeah, let's do it. And that would be... Did it come through? It did not come through.
Did not. That was just
Not come
the
through.
the wording.
That's strange.
That's resilient anyway.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to hit, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's here in the character sheet. Spiritual
Oh.
weapon. Let's click it. And it's not rolling.
Does
Okay,
it
I'll
ask
just roll
for-
D20.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
if you go back to the map, does it ask for advantage or anything?
Oh, it is actually. You're right. Yes, that's it. I rolled a 17 anyway. So 17 plus 6 will be 23.
Yeah, hits.
Good start.
Nice.
And 1d8 plus 3 damage. Oh, so it's 4 points of force damage.
Cool.
As the badger head comes down onto the back of the hellhound.
Nice. And you hear it just a little bit.
And then I'll just stand there and stare it down, warhammer in the hand, and just ready.
Nice. And the hellhound,
Midship.
same one that yeah. So the same one that you hit. It will move forwards to this square here.
Oh, that square there.
Yeah.
See it now.
And it will use its breath weapon, which it basically opens its mouth, and this ball of fire just envelops in front of you. So, Wyan, could you? Oh, that's not rolling either. That's really weird. What's going on here? No. Don't know what's going on there. Right. I will also. Roll
You don't.
D20.
You don't need to roll for that, do you? Really?
No, it's just.
Oh, make a DC dexterity saving throw. My bad. Yes. So yeah, could you make me a dex saving throw, please, or take
Sure thing.
6 damage?
Take 100 points of damage.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He hits it bang on.
Nice. Half as much on a failed save.
So roll your 66.
You want me to roll them or are you going to roll them? Oh, there he is.
So 10 points of damage, please.
All right.
So stay away from these. Okay.
What's the range on there? Breath weapon.
15 foot.
cone.
Ah, that's yeah. Okay.
Nice.
The fire hits me and it goes around, and as the smoke disappears, I just, come on.
Has Al attuned to his fire-resistant shield yet?
I have not.
That would come in handy.
No, I sadly have not. As of right now, it's still just chatting away.
Is it like,
The
I'm back in hell?
smells. Yeah, the
Yeah, so please talk to
me. This brings me back.
Hooray! Back in Avernus! Yay!
Yay.
Wukong, you're up.
Right, Wukong is going to move towards that one there.
Mhm.
Oh, look, highlighting it. But he can't make it because he can only move 40. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, you can make it.
Oh, I didn't think you could do it diagonally because I thought if a 5 foot square diagonally is actually 10.
I mean, it just measures the number of squares that it takes. I'll take that as for you.
Okay, right. I'll move that to him then. He's going to stand right next to him because he's bold as brass.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to attack him nastily. He's going to first try and hit him with a two-handed quarterstaff attack. Hopefully.
It hits. Yep.
Yeah. So, do you want me to roll damage for that now, or do you want me
Yes,
to roll
please.
other attacks first? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. And that is. No, that's not right. That's
That's
a
fine.
D20.
That one hits as well.
Ignore
But just
that.
do both of them. So you just click on the quarterstaff in the chat window in the bottom right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Spot the noob.
No, that's fine.
So it's 8 points of damage.
Yep.
And then for his second attack, he's going to do a monk unarmed attack. So he's going to kick him.
Yeah, hits as well.
I believe that also hits.
22. Yeah, that hits.
That's not right. That shouldn't be a D4. That should be a D6. Ah, I think I've cocked up the. We had to do this manually, Joe.
Right, okay.
It hasn't done it because it should be a D6. It shouldn't be a D4.
All right,
It goes up to D6 at level 5, I believe.
roll a D6 on the left-hand side. You've got the little dice. Yeah. Just ping a
Sorry
D6
about
in.
that.
That's all right.
D6. So that does 1 plus 4 damage, which is 5 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, he gets another unarmed attack. So he's going to kick him with his other leg.
Did you want to take that previous 22 that you rolled? I'm happy to do that if you want.
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah,
Yep.
sure. And that'll be another D6 plus 4. So that's 8 damage.
Nice.
Chipping away.
Good hit.
Chipping away, indeed.
Yeah, just smashing and kicking this
Yeah.
beast. That's basically it's a dog that's
So-
just got balls of fire within its stomach.
Balls.
Yeah, it's got a ball of fire.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Yeah.
Wukong actually comes in with a two-handed quarterstaff attack and then puts his quarterstaff on the floor and then uses it as a pole, and then he kicks with one foot and then follows through with the other foot and then lands back on the floor.
Nice, and you do hear it like whimper and as you like kick it in the face.
Now I feel bad.
In all honesty, just as a little insight to our friendly game, our friends game, it's just really nice to see a monk that doesn't punch itself in the face.
I don't get that reference, but I can imagine it.
Yeah, it's exactly what you imagine it to be.
Inside joke.
And Varishon, you're up.
Right, I will be casting the shillelagh on my staff, moving up to where. Oh, how do I move myself with the? Why am I not moving? I'm not moving. I'm having issues. It's a roll 20. Sorry. So I want to move. It's not telling me how far it is.
Oh, if you want to measure on the left, on the symbols on the left-hand side, there's a circle with a line that looks like a ruler going through it. So you just click on that one, and then you can do measurements. So just click and drag your mouse cursor over it.
Okay. So that over. There we go.
Big thanks to Akis for following as well.
There. Okay, so that's 20 feet.
Yep.
Okay, now why am I not moving? Do I have to take that off?
Because you need to then click back onto the mouse cursor on the left-hand side rather than the measuring tool, and it should then.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
There you go. 20 feet.
Cool.
And then I will attack that one that's right there
Yes.
with the...
It's good to have some company up front, Verishan.
Yeah. There we go. So it is the quarterstaff, but it's the one. Because I'm using the shillelagh, it is using my wisdom instead of strength.
Okay.
So do I have to roll that separately?
I would, roll a d20 and then add your wisdom modifier rather than your strength modifier plus your.
My
I was
wisdom
wondering why we were
modifier
seeing
is 3.
I was wondering why we were seeing our spellcaster run up front.
She's just
Spellcaster
that
ran to the
badass.
Yeah.
She's just
Okay,
that badass.
I know Gandalf does it,
19?
but that's a bad move.
Yeah,
19?
a 19 does hit. Yes.
Okay, and then then I believe it is. It is for weapons damage becomes a D8, and it's also magical. So just roll 8. Did I roll a D8? Did it work?
Yep.
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 Okay.
Yeah. So is it 3 plus anything or?
So, right. Core page. It is 1d8 plus. Is it supposed to be plus 3?
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 points
Okay.
of damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I can. Oh wait, is the movement the bonus action?
No,
It's its own action.
no. So its own a bonus action is its own thing. You can move, action, bonus action. So yeah, you've still
Okay.
got a bonus action.
I can use the Thorn Whip then on the other one.
Yes. Unless is Shillelagh a bonus action?
Oh no, the Shillelagh is the bonus action. Sorry,
Yes.
that was the bonus action. My
Yes.
bad. Okay, I'm done.
And Jack, you're up.
I'm gonna run. Kind of run right over here so I can kind of see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So right around this corner.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. And then Cork's on deck, right?
Cork's just behind you. Yes.
Right behind you, yeah.
He's next, right? Okay, so Jack's.
I'm
I'll turn
going to
around.
be honest. You could see that Cork is too far away to do a damn thing.
Let's see.
Hurry up, Cork.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, but I'm gonna get you ready, Cork. So Jack's gonna turn around and look at Cork. Cork, look at me in the eyes, friend. And he's gonna get out his hurdy-gurdy and just start cranking it, this metal style. Just like really getting going. You've got this, Cork. Cork. Smash. I'm gonna hit him with Bardic
Cork
Inspiration.
smash.
It's just doing power chords all the way.
Yeah,
power chord,
just-
power chord.
It's power chord after power chord. Cork
Power
smash.
chord for power cork.
Yeah. So I'll hit him with the Bardic Inspiration. So then, Cork, you got 1d8 that you can use basically for anything you want, like attack, a save, a skill check, whatever. And it doesn't go away until you use it or until you take a long rest. So
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
you can take that for a nice big smash.
If only I could use it on this turn.
I was going to say, you've got to run now. Run into battle. Full speed.
Yeah. And then let's see. So yeah, I'm at my speed, so I'm gonna stay right there.
Cool. And Cork, you're up.
I am just having a look at my abilities quickly. There is not going to be much I can do. So I can move at 40. To dash is a bonus action, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is it?
I think you can move is your action and instead of an attack, right? You can still do a bonus action.
Still do a bonus. Okay. Just doing I should have actually quickly looked at this before. Oh, sorry. We'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, I will. So let's go. We'll measure up to 40. So I can hit to about there. Okay. So I will move up next to Win. And then
That's cool.
as my second action, I shall move up to engage the other monster. I shall, I'll just engage it head on.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake of it, I shall rage.
Cool.
And that'll be me done this turn.
Okay. So the other Hellhound, it sees you running towards it, but its focus, however, doesn't really seem to switch onto you. And it's looking at its friend that's currently being pummeled by two other individuals. And it loops around beside you and just jumps up at Vershon and tries to sink its teeth into her shoulder.
Prize.
It's a very chewy shoulder. I mean, it's he is Dragonborn.
I'm assuming an 11 doesn't hit you.
No, it
No.
doesn't. Almost.
Don't
It
sound so
was
shocked.
close.
Okay, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Cool, so it just doesn't manage to get purchase on you, and it just is sort of like trying to grab hold of you, but misses.
Fire puppy.
Yeah.
That.
You're down, bad dog. Eleanor, you're up.
Yeah, I don't know. I've rolled so badly. Yeah, so I don't know. All I can kind of hear is kind of like grr, and and hammer of badger, you know. And I'm like, what is going on? So I'm gonna kind of come in, and straight away I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot going on in here. So I'm gonna instantly cast Hunter's Mark on the Hellhound in front of our monk and Dragonborn friend.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I am going to draw an arrow and knock my bow. And with Colossus Slayer, the plan is to shoot between them and try and take that one out.
Cool.
Matt, I'm just going to be slightly anal there. It's knock the arrow and draw the bow. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I am an archer in real life. So it drives me nuts. It's like people saying fire a bow. You don't fire a bow.
What did I say?
You said knock a bow and draw an arrow.
Oh shit! Sorry. That's me
Close
trying
enough.
to multitask. I'm trying to
I assume you actually meant it the other way around. But
Yeah, I
it's
appreciate it.
If you keep making that mistake as this series goes on, we just get to see Jeff
Get
just
more and more like.
yeah. I'll go get my longbow and I will shoot through this screen.
With
computer.
that, I don't know. Walks out and flies around Lulu and doesn't come back.
Lulu, away!
Is Lulu here? Is Lulu flying around here?
Yes, you will be. Yeah. Yes.
So I'm just gonna take my shot.
Go for it, Matt. Go.
No,
Come on. Come on.
Just trying to remember trying to fire because I've got so many shots on this bow. I think I've got to shoot it with this one here.
Nice.
Nice. Yep.
20.
Hits.
It does hit, and I'm gonna shoot it. 15, 20. It's Hunter's Mark, so it's also a 1d6 as well.
Well,
Nice.
you don't need to roll that. How would you like to do this?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna turn it. So I'm gonna. Well, should I say wrong again about the bow and the knock? No, I won't. So as I turn the corner and I'm in, I kind of shoot, and I just let go of it. It goes whistling through between both of your heads, hits the core hound, and as I've seen nothing, I'm pretty smug. I'm like, yeah, I did all that.
You just see Wukong look back at you and go, respect!
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ranger respect. And that's my one done.
Cool.
I got you.
One. You're up again.
I'll mute myself first. All right, so I'm just going to just charge in with this menacing look on his face and bring back his own warhammer and come down for a strike on the top of this hellhound.
Go.
We get this one, a two-handed attack.
Oh,
It's not good.
Misses, unfortunately, for a 7. Yeah.
Oh, that was just a distraction. And then spiritual weapon bonus action attack from behind.
Nice.
nice comeback. Nice comeback.
Yeah, that was good.
That's not good. It's a 9.
A 9 does not hit either, unfortunately.
Oh man.
You're looking at this hammer, but you meant to look at that one.
slightly, like a little bit of defeat just oozes into the look on Wynn's face. It's just like, it's starting to feel that tension and that almost reliving that trauma of losing the battle on the steps of the high hall there. But stay steady in the face of this hellhound.
Aha, double distraction.
Wukong,
Didn't see the monk coming next.
yeah.
I'm going to hit you with the monk.
Yeah, I cast monk.
So, Wukong is going to move round the back of the other hellhound. Now, I think we get advantage, don't we, for flanking?
I don't normally do.
I can't
flanking
remember.
as such.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And he's going to do a double-handed quarterstaff attack first.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Ooh, that probably doesn't hit.
Misses, unfortunately. Yeah. So the beast sees the quarterstaff coming down and just manages to like scoot out of the way.
And then for his second attack, he'll do an unarmed attack, as in a kick. Ooh, that's not very good either.
No.
12.
This roller is not
Missing
being
as
very
well.
nice
Yeah.
right now.
Okay,
Quick,
what I will do
quick dog
then
beast.
is I will spend a key point on doing flurry of blows. And I will do basically a double kick.
Blow it up.
So let's do. I assume that's just roll unarmed attack twice, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So 1. Oh my god, that's low. I can't believe it.
11.
One more.
Someone has
Come on,
empowered
one's
this-
got to hit.
Someone has empowered this
yes.
hellhound with extreme dexterity.
Right. That's got to hit.
A dirty
So-
20 definitely hits, yes.
Yeah. Right. And there we go. I changed it to D6 now. That was good of me, wasn't it? In between there. So
Nice.
it's 6 + 4, which is 10 damage.
Nice. So, yeah, you finally managed to kick it after its wily movements out of the way of all of your attacks.
And wily cat. Cat? Wily dog. Cat's on the brain.
Yeah. Vershon, you're up.
So I'll just go on the other flanking side, and I need to roll the d20. Let's see, do I have better luck than the rest of you?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
And then it was the d8, if I remember. Yes, d8. That was not as nice, so it was only 4 damage, but I hit it.
I'm getting this image of like that moment out of Shaun of the Dead where there's just like tons
Yeah,
of
I
people
was having
all
the
like
exact same thing.
The same thing.
Nothing dies.
Cool. Do you have any other attacks or anything else that you would like to do?
I don't want to push my luck on this one at this point because, no.
Don't worry,
Nice.
Cork's coming up soon. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less HP than I had a minute ago. We got this.
Yeah, Jack, you're up.
Okay. Jack will run right up here next to this staircase
Mm-hmm.
and look the beast right in the eyes. Hey, over here, pup. That's some shitty fur. and just lay down some vicious mockery.
I imagine the hellhound just went. Huh?
Yeah, well, the creature doesn't have to actually understand me, so it's great. Okay, so it's a wisdom save.
For the creature, right?
Yes.
All right.
How wise is this dog?
My
Not very
spell-
wise. It's very much surrounded.
Yeah. My spell DC is 15.
Nope, it's fucked.
9. So no, unfortunately, it does not pass.
Okay,
Ooh.
so it has to take disadvantage on its next roll,
Okay.
its next attack roll, and it also takes 2d4 psychic damage.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I will roll that.
I can
D4.
imagine this hellhound is just there now, like licking its fur.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just like, it's shooting.
Yeah.
He dissed my fur.
He dies of sadness.
Yeah. It's 6 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job. And is there anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it. I if I could use a bonus action to kind of do like a little jig dance. Like,
It seems appropriate, I must admit.
no.
Do we get any bonus now that the hellhound's emotionally scarred?
Cork, you're up.
Well,
Cork smash.
I'm going to basically, it's called the Cork Special. It's where I combine Rage with Reckless Attack and Great Weapon Master. So I hit it with advantage. We'll see what happens.
There it is.
Nice.
20 to hit.
20 hits, yep.
Yep. It will take a total of 18 slashing damage.
Oh, nice.
Yes, that must have been more than 20. You don't just get +1.
So the way Great Weapon Master works is you hit at -5.
Ah, right, okay.
And then, but
Is it
mine-
the extra damage?
Yes.
Exactly. It gives 10 extra damage, which is why I combine it with Reckless Attack because it gives
Yeah.
me advantage.
Good idea.
And
See, Cork's not so silly.
Cork knows how to fight. As I say, as I'm about to roll this next attack, doing the exact same thing.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, don't do it.
Double 1.
11.
Does 12
A
hit?
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Well, then I'll add that D8 on top of it from Bardic Inspiration.
There it is.
Yep.
Take it out.
Bring it in.
Nice.
That will put it up to 18.
Yeah, which hits.
Nice.
Goodbye, doggy.
Yes.
Look at the 22 damage on that dog.
Yeah.
Nice.
How would you like to do that one?
The first attack is basically going to be from underneath, and it's going to knock the dog up in the air. And as it comes back down, just bang, and it's going to split the dog completely in half before it hits the ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
And as you sort of cut it in half, just a fire just licks out across the sort of ceiling, and sort of smoke just dissipates as the body disappears from your view.
Nice.
There's like
Good
it
teamwork.
goes up in little embers. Of...
Yeah. Yeah, so little like wisps of smoke and embers and stuff burn off as it.
Well, at least it wasn't messy.
Bad puppy.
Very bad puppy.
Seems you are all very well versed in battle. This is good. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
In here.
Welcome, friend.
So
Are there any other? There's no visible other people in here. Correct?
Nope. So in the room that you're in currently, there are two stairwells that lead up to what you'd assume to be like a mezzanine floor above, and to your to the west, there's a number of curtains that have been sort of ripped and slashed in places. Yeah, and they all seem to be tattered, shall we say.
Okay. But Jack's going to actually walk over to one of the beasts and take out his dagger and just like cut off a little piece of the fur and stick it in his pouch.
Jack, I hope you don't put that in your brew.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
So, does our new companion know where the people are hiding? I'm kind of thinking they're probably upstairs, even though there are other places, I think, in this place to look at.
No.
When I left, everyone was inside the cathedral here at the back, but with the devils that have come in, it's very likely they have moved. I'm not sure if they went up. There's not much room up normally.
So you'd know that above you here is an organ, and it's just a large sort of organ that would be situated above for people to play on, so that everyone in the halls could hear.
Above us is an organ.
What, a heart?
There's not a lot of
lungs?
space up there. There's not a lot of space up there.
So if we go up, can we get a better view of the rest of the hall?
You'd be able, basically the mezzanine floor intersects this room itself, so you wouldn't be able to see beyond the curtains into the next room that you're in. You'd just be able to see down into the room that you're currently in at the moment.
We need to check. We need to check anyway. We need to make sure we clear this place of evil and demons and things like that.
Should we check the rest of this floor now before we go upstairs?
I think so. I think this floor needs to be.
What do we know of
check
these?
out the curtains.
It's just an organ room, isn't it? So it's actually just a tiny room. Is that correct? Or...
It's just an organ that is like a giant organ for the cathedral.
Is there anywhere?
Have you been in a cathedral where the second floor kind of is just above, and you can't actually see what's down below, other than like over here? So
That's right.
You're not going to see anything behind at all.
That's right.
Is there anywhere on this floor that people can hide?
There is one place people could hide. There are a few rooms, but there is also a catacombs underneath where if people had to flee, that is potentially the only place they could go.
I say you lead the way, my friend.
Yes.
The catacombs.
She's kind of been
Let us
creeping
go.
slowly. one square at a time.
We don't notice.
We will go.
Are you watching
we'll
me
go-
move?
We'll go to the central location of the cathedral then.
Mm-hmm. So
AM?
through these sorts of curtains here. Should I say?
Yep, that's right. So we'll head our way over here to the curtains,
Okay.
Follow that guy.
and I'm pretty sure spiritual weapon only lasts for a minute. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It is a minute, yeah. So by the time we get there, we'll just.
Give me
I'm in the
one
dark.
minute.
Oh, I deleted the token, but I hope that's okay. I can just drag it.
The spiritual weapon token.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wukong shouts across the room to Cork. Cork, come on!
Cork was still looking up the stairs, just like, ooh, okay, on my way.
Alright, I'm just getting rid of the curtain for you now. Give me 2 seconds.
Pull back the curtain.
Yeah.
This will be the bit where it's just demons in just display poses. Ta-da!
Attack!
This is where the 50 demons are.
Ah, the 50 I missed.
Pull away the curtain.
So entering into this area, you see an altar that rests on a raised dais in a broad hall made of beautifully polished teakwood. It takes the shape of a gauntleted hand clenched into a fist. A large lever stands next to the altar, suggesting there is some sort of mechanical function.
Ooh. And there's no one else in this room?
No, there isn't.
And no demons or dogs or...
Not that you can see. No, not currently.
Right. I'll move in to about there and see if I can see anything better.
The other problem is that this area is shrouded in darkness. There isn't really any torches or lights. So if you don't have night vision or dark vision, then you would need to light a torch to be able to see if you wish to do so.
Can we... Can we potentially get the elephant to carry a torch?
That's a
The
good
elephant unfortunately does not have opposable thumbs. It could carry one in its trunk.
Yeah, I was
but,
going to say, can we address the elephant in the
Have
room?
you seen an elephant?
It's an interesting.
I was just saying it doesn't. It's tiny and wouldn't be able to carry a torch for you, unfortunately.
Can anyone
Is that
cast
your-
light on it so that it
Is that
lights
your
our way?
companion? If that's your companion, I can definitely do that. I
Yes,
walk
cast
over
light
to-
on him. It's about
I
time
walk-
he was useful.
I walk
He was
over to
useful.
Lulu.
It's about time
touch
it was
Lulu and
useful.
cast light.
Yep. Okay.
This flying elephant called Lulu. Frankly, it's a bit insane. Don't ask. Don't ask why the elephant can fly and talk and things. Just don't question logic here.
And now it's just glowing light, like moving
Yeah.
around the room.
She'd be like,
Nice.
I'm happy to help any way that I can, my friends.
That's going to be very handy, actually, a floating light source.
How far does it emit? Is it like a torch? Is it 2020 or?
In a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 foot after that. Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Okay, so you should be getting light
Yep.
from Lulu now.
And hang
that
on,
lasts-
Lulu,
that lasts
did
for an
Lulu,
hour.
Lulu just speak?
Yes.
Okay, so Lulu talks like common. We can all
She
understand.
talks telepathically to you all.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Show off.
Yeah.
Did you all hear that?
Strange creature.
Did you hear the elephant talk in your heads?
No.
I did not know I could do that. I did not know that.
Animals talk in Cork's head all the time. It's fine.
No, Jack, you've been supping back on your special brew too much.
Yeah, Jack just sort of looks at his beer like, oh, this is good stuff.
No, I heard it, Jack. It's fine. I heard it.
Oh,
Don't worry, guys. We found a use for the bloody elephant. Finally.
Knew there was a reason.
yeah.
On
Talks
site
in our
of
head
the-
and makes light.
The great thing is, it's now a perfect target.
So can we use Lulu to search the rest of this area? Sort
Go,
of thing?
go, flying elephant.
Go!
She'll say, I'm happy to sort of scout around if you want me to do so. Just let me know where you need me to go, and I'll come back and
Go.
let you know what I
Do you
find.
mind coming with me?
I was going to say, I bet someone's going to walk round the room, sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
La la la.
You
And I will,
guys
I will stick with Varashan.
you guys just wander wherever you want, and I'll bring the flying elephant with you.
Yeah, I'll come.
As I see the altar, though, after
Oh,
casting light, I'm going to.
Bodies.
Sorry,
I see
Ben, what was
bodies.
that?
Sorry, as I after I cast light on Lulu, I am going to walk up and pray in front of the altar.
Yes, that's fine. Could you roll me something?
Something.
A religion
Okay.
check.
Maybe a dice.
Roll me a
I've got,
thing.
A
I've got a
religion
glasses
check, please.
box. Is that okay?
Can you do it with advantage though, please, Ben?
Oh, I can do that. Absolutely.
Okay, so you regain all of your hit points that you've lost.
Fantastic.
As you get a feeling of the blessings of Torm flowing through you.
Saves
Torm
me some
empowers
work.
me. Yes, the god is still here, still sees into hell, and empowers me and gives me the strength to fight on. Blessed Torm.
And then you hear Wukong shouting from the distance, "Guys, come over here!"
We have bodies.
Run over.
What is it, Wukong?
We have bodies.
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 So this room here is almost like a side chapel that can be used for personal prayer and prayer rooms and things like that. So yeah, you find a number of other dead Elturellians, I suppose what they would be called. People of Elturel that have been killed by, you'd assume, more dogs or beasts. They've got the same marks that the individuals at the front of the building had on them.
Well,
Oh,
before
Lulu, come forward.
Are any of them still alive, or are they all toast?
No, they are all dead, unfortunately. I don't have any
Sure,
other
the last
guests to
one
bring
we
on.
thought
So
was dead. Last one was dead. You know, it came right up and it was the one.
well, didn't you say that did you say the altar had like a lever on it? or
Lever,
something?
yeah.
that's the one in the center,
Main
the
room,
large
yeah.
one
Oh,
in the main
okay.
room.
So can we go? Like, do we need to go around the whole room, or do we just go back to where the lever is?
Just
Yeah,
got that, right?
Is
Definitely.
there anything else of interest in this room first, apart from the dead bodies?
Just
If
the
we have a
bodies.
quick search.
And there's an altar. If you wish to search the bodies themselves, you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should have a quick
raid
search.
the bodies.
Yeah, if
raid
you
the
wanna-
bodies. Cork will distract Win so it doesn't look too disrespectful.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna like start pilfering dead bodies whilst Wynn's like standing
Just-
there.
Cork puts an arm around Win and just goes, "Win, tell Cork about Torn." Cork is not and just shows him and just turns him around and looks at the altar in the middle of the room. Don't look the other way. Look at that. It's big.
So on one of the individuals, you actually find a potion of frost giant strength.
Nice.
Nice.
Verishan, I think you should pocket that one.
Yeah.
Why me? I don't use strength.
Because you know magic, you know the ways of magic.
And I can't spell.
So okay, you have magic to do that for you.
So
Yeah.
as you're sort of looking through the dead bodies, you actually feel the ground beneath you begin to sort of rumble and dust sort of starts on the altar. You see dust particles almost sort of bounce across the altar itself and sort of drop off. And
Put her hand on. There's an altar in front of her
yes, that's correct.
to steady herself.
And then you start to feel it get more and more, and the ground around you all just starts to rock backwards and forwards. And can each of you please make me a dexterity save, please?
How far does that happen? Because some of us are quite far away still. Like,
That
I'm-
happens to all of you. So.
Fine.
It's
I
not
was
good.
strategically
It's not
staying
good.
at the back.
Yeah. It's a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 total.
I got a crit. 26.
Nice.
Is that- I think that's our first crit, right?
It
Yeah, I
is.
think it
Wow.
is.
First crit. First of
I
many.
did not.
That's right. Woo! Crit that dex.
In terms of danger sense, Joe, is this something that Cork kind of notices or feels coming or something like that? Or
It's something that you would have seen sort of trigger things around the room, bits
Okay.
like hear things falling from outside the the building and.
You'd be happy for me to roll with
yes,
advantage.
if you've
Thank
got
you.
something that requires pre-notion. Another 20.
Because that'd be the second crit.
Nice. Oh, nice.
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 So everyone that has failed, could you please take 5 points of damage, please, as you fall prone. So basically, the ground, it's almost like an earthquake, and the ground is shaking around you, and you fall to the floor, and as you do so, you sort of cut your elbow or your knee or something.
Because that was 10, you had to get a less than 10.
Well,
Yes.
the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Boom.
Fall and skin your knee and sit there and go.
If you fell prone during combat, that would be a problem.
Nice Family Guy reference, just.
Do you know who you got to thank for
I
that?
just got that.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Damn it.
Do you know who you got to thank for that? The audience.
I did see that go up earlier.
What
Yeah.
did they do?
They voted on what sort of effect the world was going to have on you guys at some point.
Oh,
Thanks
no.
for the skin knee.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, audience.
Yeah.
We love you
Appreciate
just
it.
a little bit less.
So, on that note, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back in around 5 minutes or so, where we'll be talking to Ben from INDIGITEK a bit about INDIGITEK and whatnot, and then we'll be back playing some more Avernus. So,
Awesome.
yeah, big thank
My
you guys.
poor
Stick around, we'll be
skin knee.
back shortly. Your first skin knee.
I'm George.
And I'm Bob. We're the Shipping Goblins from Beetle and Grimm's. Today, we're going to talk about the amazing Map Vault Collection. And with the Map Vault Collection, you get a bunch of gorgeous two-sided maps, all scaled for standard minis.
Yeah, get yours now for the Map Vault collection from Beetle and Grimm, and all the players at your table will be revved up and hyper because the only thing they'll be able to say is
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Zords!
Yeah, do it again.
Zords!
Hello?
Who do you think you are?
Yes,
I'm not to
Mr.
be
Lillard.
trifled with. You're just some common.
Yes, sir.
You can't just go off and use my
It's your
voice like
thing.
that. I have rights.
Completely. We
No
just thought...
rights. Wait,
Okay.
I'm gonna take this right to
yes,
the
sir.
Beetle. Hey, Grim.
Thank you, sir.
What happened?
Matthew Lillard watches our show!
Hello, we're back. Thank you for sticking with us during the break, and big thank you to everybody that is tuned in. I think we got a couple of more follows as well whilst we were playing, so big thumbs up to everyone that followed whilst we were in the middle of our game. If I didn't shout you out whilst we were playing, I apologise. We were
Thank you.
all sorts of juggling going on. So we have with us Ben from INDIGITEK. So big thank you for joining us, Ben, and for getting up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning. So I know there's a lot of coffee been consumed prior to going live. So
Lots of copy. Lots of copy.
could you just give us a little explanation of what INDIGITEK is and what you guys do and what you're aiming to do in the future as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So INDIGITEK's a not-for-profit charity in Australia where we focus on increasing the representation of Indigenous people in the technology space. So we started off this, a few years ago with the number of us who are Indigenous and in tech, and there wasn't a lot of us, and we got together and started to share some of the stories and some of the challenges that we were facing in the industry. And from there, we've just started to build this community and opportunities. So, a lot's changed in the last 12 to 18 months because of COVID. We used to do lots of networking events and sponsorships and connecting and relationship building things, which were challenging during COVID. So we moved to things like, virtual online safe spaces to really create spaces where we can, Indigenous people can have these conversations and share and support each other. And lots of gaming stuff, because obviously COVID, you could do lots of gaming from home and stay connected to people and try and create these, great environments. So, out of that, we started our own D&D actual play, which is on our INDIGITEK channel. They're called the Chicken Salt Bays because, you can't have chips without chicken salt. That's just how it is. And we do lots of different streaming and stuff on our Twitch channel. We have a lot of Indigenous content creators and streamers that do lots of different things. And then on top of that, we still are starting to ramp back up again now because in Australia, COVID's pretty much, almost a non-existent thing for the moment, thankfully, out of hotel quarantine. So lots of businesses are starting to re-engage in the employment side and the skills development and training, and also we work with schools to help keep that passion alive. So lots and lots of things.
Nice. That's really cool. What you said about your side note, I only found out about chicken salt when I was in Australia. That's the first time I've ever heard about it. I'd never heard about it before. It is really nice.
What is chicken salt? Why don't I know what this is? I'm sitting like, what?
Yeah.
It's funny because we don't really know it's not a thing that's not Australian, right? Or like something that's really popular here, but it's basically like this over-processed yellow salt that gets put on chips. And it's salty, but it tastes kind of sweet a little bit as well. And it's called chicken salt, and you can get it in like mayonnaise. You can get it like, as a just on your chips on whatever. So it's just very popular here.
Why do I have a feeling that's banned in the rest of the world?
My cousin made me bring back 2 jars of it when I went to Australia last time. Tell us a bit about your game that you play, or do you run it? Is that right?
Yeah, so I DM the game for Chicken Salt Bay. So it's in. We started off in Waterdeep because with Dragon Heist as the main campaign. We had some people coming back to playing role-playing games, and some people who'd never played online before. So I wanted to sort of make that kind of something we could ease into a little bit. It's hilarious. It's extremely what we call black with the BLAK, which is Indigenous people here we refer to that. And it's hectic. It's hectic. For some reason, there's a lot of food involved in that game. Like we'll spend an hour just finding food. They will, and I'm going to come up with all these restaurants for them to visit. But it's really, really fun, and it's just. It's really great for us to be able to show that from that representation perspective. There are a lot of Indigenous people who play D&D. Our online community that we created is where we noticed that it was like all the people who were introducing themselves as and I love to play tabletop role-playing games, or I love to play Pathfinder, I love to play D&D, and we were like, whoa, it was another thing in the face, like, oh, there's more than 5 of us in technology. Oh, there's more than 3 of us who play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's like I was saying to you before when we were chatting before, your sort of culture is very much about storytelling anyway, and so it kind of lends itself to a D&D role playing,
absolutely
process.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we are that sort of orally passing down the storylines is how we define the cultural boundaries and things like that of different groups. So. Storytelling is a part of that as we grow up and as we continue on. So it does lend itself very much to it, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Some of us are, I don't know, I hope we're pretty good at it, but we'll see how it goes. But it's pretty exciting. I mean, this year we're going to do a couple of actual in-person shows as well. Mm-hmm. So we'll be going down to Melbourne. I don't know if there's anyone from Australia watching, but we'll be in Melbourne later in the year. At INDIGITEK, which is one of the people on Chicken Salt Bays. He does Indigenous Comic Con type events.
Cool.
Highlighting all the different artists in pop culture and things like that. So we're going to go there and do a little one-shot thing, which will be really, really interesting live.
Cool, man. I can see that the Nightbot has just pinged up a link to INDIGITEK. So if you guys wanted to find out any more information about them, then you can do so by just following that link as well. So,
absolutely. Thank you.
No worries, man. We're happy to shed some light on it as well. It sounds like a really good thing that you're doing. So,
thanks. Yeah. It's also great to be here and having a great time. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't feel that tired.
Yet.
I think it's because D&D is empowering me.
Yeah. It's like, let's roll some dice. It's like, wake up like that. Roll dice.
Wait till you get to midday.
Just keep rolling dice.
When the kids are like, come on, let's play at 6 o'clock tonight.
The caffeine has sufficiently worn off.
Yeah.
By then, for sure.
Cool. Right. So, shall we get back into it? So.
More than happy to.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so you find yourself in the main area of the High Halls, and you've just looted a body behind Wyon's back without him realising.
Whoa, he's checking for ID, technically looting. I don't know about that.
You can see that his name is Potion, surname of Giant Strength.
His wallet's gone. These demons are thieves.
And
there was nothing on that altar, Joe. The one that me and Verishan are standing next to.
No, it's just a blank altar. It's somewhere that you would sort of take things for your ceremony that you're having in that particular area. So there wasn't anything there to find, unfortunately.
I'm not standing anymore. I fell down, remember?
Oh, yes, you bumped your knee. Or
yeah, you on the floor, clutching knee, going,
Yeah, Jack will yell out to everybody, is everybody okay?
Some people fell over, Jack. I'm not sure what's going on.
It appears there's quite a few skinned knees.
Just one. I'm fine.
I am okay.
Lumber back up.
Oh, fine.
Raise my hand. Yep.
We should see if there are any more survivors on this level.
I was gonna. Did anybody actually take damage from that last combat encounter?
From combat?
Yeah, from the combat encounter, because we've still got only yourself, Ben.
Yeah, but you just
Ben-
got some back, didn't you?
Ben regained all of his hit
Yeah,
points.
he
though.
regained
Yeah.
from the shrine.
I
And
was
then
only
lost
going
more
to say
because
anybody that fell over probably just lost the temporary hit points.
Oh, I'd completely forgotten about that. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
All of it?
Or remember things.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you lose
So-
all of them or just the?
Just the number.
Just the number of hit
Oh,
points
okay.
that you lost. So yeah.
Okay, so I still have a few left.
Yeah. Not so much a skin knee as just this random temporary hit points. I don't know how that translates in the physical world. It's gone.
And so, very strong. As you're walking around this side of the,
Yeah, over this side. I'm just gonna.
you get this overwhelming sort of smell of blood and ichor and offal, and it's coming from the other side of the curtains here.
I want to see what's behind. Let's see what's behind curtain number 2.
Sorry, I just keep
death.
seeing Fredon's character on that. I'm just going ping ping and running around like,
Can
like where is this the fast tracking kid? This is like
Sorry.
can I go over and investigate kind of the lever that's near the shrine? Where is that about?
Certainly. I
positioned?
mean, Wyan will already know that to pull that lever will take you to the catacombs below.
Okay.
yes, this is the
I'm gonna keep
Jack. This will open up the palm of the hand of Torm, and then we can access the stairs down below.
We can descend down. That's good to know.
What's down there?
There's a catacombs.
There's something behind this curtain.
We should check.
Catacombs bring death generally. In hell,
Yes,
brings
not
up the much
cats.
worst. I say we go with the curtain.
It's
You're the
curtains
man
for
behind the
Oh.
Nice.
Ben's gone. That's it. He's left. He's
he's like,
decided
I'm
that
not
this
having
was-
this.
That was a
He's got
terrible
his,
pun.
yeah.
This
He's
is
like,
over.
can't deal with that pun.
That
I'm
was
off.
that was one pun too much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Digitech cannot endorse all these puns. Goodbye.
yeah.
So we're checking the curtain out
Yeah, we're a
first.
serious outfit.
I think we're going curtain. Yes.
Yeah, curtains for us.
So, are you just pulling back the curtains? Shall we say?
Yeah, sure.
Cork's
We'll
just
say
gonna
that.
grab
Why
both
not?
sides of the curtain and go.
Okay.
Exit stage left.
I have made a
Stings.
terrible
It
mistake.
stings.
So as you do so, the
shit.
overwhelming smell is the first thing that hits you before you even see any of the cultists that are standing the other side of the curtain.
Rat people.
It's just this air of thick, just visceral blood and ichor, and torn strips of flesh are just strewn across the altar that once was dedicated to Torm. Standing in front of the altar is a large creature that has just wings that are just 2 times the size of its body, and it holds a massive sword. In front of, behind it even, is a number of cultists, and they all seem to be chanting in this language that you don't understand, and it's just all guttural sounds and
What
rasping
language is
noises.
it, Joe?
It would be a good question if I had that information in front of me.
Oh, sorry. Now I feel shitty.
No, sorry.
I remember that Wukong speaks a very particular language.
Yeah, a couple of
yes.
very particular languages.
It is.
Very
Infernal.
particular set of skills.
Oh, Infernal. I might be able to get a little bit of it because I speak Abyssal and they're both based on the same character set for writing, so I might get a bit of it, but I can't really understand it.
Yeah, so you'd get words like praise her, and it's probably the main one that they keep repeating over and over again.
So
They're praying to some demon god.
the big creature
Rethink my decision-making paradigm.
I'm guessing they've not yet seen us, right? If they're all facing.
They
that
have
way.
not. So they're
Yeah.
currently facing the opposite direction. And
So it's just this where we kind of draw the curtain closed again.
And walk away backwards. Walk slowly away backwards.
Cork just points to the big demon and goes, Batman!
we should go down.
Cork will step through the curtains.
Oh, Cork.
Yeah, Wukong is going to try and stealthily walk up behind one of the cultists.
cool. What I'll allow you to do, if you all roll initiative for me, please, and I'll
Yep.
give you a sneak attack round, so you get just a bonus round.
Why can't I find initiative? Oh, there it is.
Remember to click your character token before
Oh, shit.
you
Okay.
roll. If you haven't done so,
Oh, did it not do it?
if you haven't done so, just
forgot
you
to-
can edit it in the turn order. So you just edit the number next to you.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh no, it's correct.
Yeah, mine's correct too.
Cool.
Walking up next to Cork, and Wynn now sees what's happening to the altar of Torm. And if Cork looks over, you can just see the rage starting to build in Wynn's face and eyes.
Damn.
Cork could do rage too. We could rage together.
Ragey rage.
Wynn just claps Cork on the shoulder and says, "Let's kill some devils."
Some of these cultists are getting some pretty good rolls. just saying.
Yeah, Jesus. 19,
They're
20,
like-
16, 19.
Yeah. So much for the sneak attack.
Yeah, this is a good god.
Hey, that last one was cocked. Is it cocked on anyone else's screen?
Yeah, it is. No, it's cocked. Yeah, roll that shit again.
Well, it says it came up as 2, so I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, don't roll that one.
Nope.
Wukong, you're up first in the sneak attack round.
Yeah, so I will try and sneak up behind this cultist here and give him a bit of a smack upside the head with a boom, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
Right, and that does. No, that's wrong. Why is that just rolled a d20 again? Oh, sorry.
That roll.
Sorry. Yeah, 20. There you go. 7 damage.
Cool.
I'd love to see just a standard melee attack do a d20 worth of damage.
Yeah, but if you roll a 1, it's.
You can roll a 1 on anything.
I assume because it's a surprise attack round, we only get 1 attack.
No, you get your turn basically.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
right. So that was first attack. So second attack will be an unarmed strike for a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And no, why's it done that again? Oh, because I probably hit the wrong thing. There you go. Sorry about that.
Nice.
8 damage.
I mean, if you'd have done anything over than 1, you'd have been killing him outright. So, how do you like to go on?
I think I've got some movement left. Am I allowed to use that?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll move over to there.
Mhm.
And then I assume I can't use my third attack because that would be cheating.
No. If you
no, you can
if you
use
still
it.
got extra attacks to go, you can still go.
Well, yeah, because I get the extra attack for being awesome.
Super stealth.
For being super duper, and that will be an unarmed attack.
I have the mental image of Wukong going up behind that first one, just going,
Oh, he rolls a 1!
That one. Cool. So what we're going to say in this instance, you go to hit him, and as you do so, he sort of starts to turn round, noticing that his friend has passed, and as you swing, you miss and you fall prone on the floor.
Cool.
that should be fine. You'll be able to recover quick enough from that.
I should be able to, because I can't remember that. I've been playing Pathfinder for so long. I can't remember if recovering from prone is half a move or a full move or...
Half movement.
It's half your movement. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Wyan, you're up.
Okay. Don't think I can move very far. No,
let
that's
me
not gonna work.
measure.
There's a nice little waypoint thing you can do, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, so you can count the squares
You
going
can
around.
count
right?
the waypoints and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to move that close. So I am going to. I'm just going to move in. I'm just going to. Actually, I'm going to dash. I'm going to dash right at the creature at the altar. So I should be able to get there easily enough.
Nice. So as you move into the squares near the altar, you get this overwhelming feeling of dread, and your bones in your body seem to sort of become brittle and painful. And yeah, you just get this overwhelming sense of doom.
Whoops.
Well, that's not a good sense.
Oh, no. That's not what you want to hear.
Into the fray. Into the fray. I'll just do that for now as my surprise round.
Cool. And Eleanor, you're up.
Eleanor is up.
Come on now.
We need to discuss that, sure.
Okay. How about this?
Here goes
Ali.
Here goes Al.
Ali.
Here goes
way
Al.
too
No. We'll change it to Ali.
You can
Ali.
call me Al.
Right. Let's
No?
And then if he gets thrown, it's an alley-oop.
So how much gold for a name change? No.
Look, okay, Alan is my final offer.
Oh God. Okay, Al, it's fine. Al is fine. So,
Do you go by Al or do you go by Din? Or is it just Laddie?
so anyway, I don't know. Is going to step into the room slightly, and I'm going to cast the old Hunter's Mark on the creature at the front of the altar, because that's kind of how I want to roll. Noticing that these cultists go down quite easily. I'm looking to shoot an arrow in. Well, hang on, I'm just gonna double check quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight for it. I won't get anything like Colossus because it's not damaged yet, but I'm gonna take a shot.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do it. Do it easily. 17 plus 2 to hit. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Damage of 20. Plus 1d6 for Hunter's Mark, which is one.
So
21.
21, yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
it all counts. It all counts.
So that was an arrow you said that you fired.
Yeah, I've shot it. Yeah, straight at him.
So yeah, the arrow sort of flies across the room, and as it beds itself into the chest of this creature, it whips around, and it just sees Wyan standing in front of it and just tries to sink its teeth in him.
Wyan, duck.
It was a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, a natural 20.
Oh no, that isn't what you want to see.
Oh my!
So
You're dead.
can you take
No.
Just fall over.
17
Play
damage
dead.
for me,
Play dead.
please? Yeah, play dead.
Yeah, play that again.
17.
That's 17 damage, please. Yes.
Don't forget about temporary hit points.
He
Yeah.
doesn't
If you
have
still
them.
got any left. I don't know. I
doesn't
can't
have
remember.
them.
Yeah.
He didn't have them.
Yeah,
Ignore.
I didn't get any temporary points. That's all good. That's all good.
No. I will ask about that though. Lulu was there, and I can target up to 6 creatures. So would Lulu have gotten the hit points as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We've got a temporary hit point elephant. Good.
Our light source has more hit points. Great.
Come on, Lulu. Let's do something.
I'm just going to kind of say at the same time as I think they may be aware now. As I reach for my second arrow, my turn's over.
Cool. Jack, you're up.
Okay. Well, for what I wanted to do, I'm too far away. So let's see. I'm gonna move up to right here, and then I'm gonna scream out at the main lizard type beast there at the top of the altar. Hey, you lizard bitch! Them wings are tiny. Hit it with vicious mockery, and that's gonna be a wisdom save for you.
Cool. Let's go.
It's 15.
Oh, I've 1 moment. I didn't roll it with advantage.
How does he get advantage?
It does, but it doesn't matter anyway. You only got a 14, so
Nice. So you take you got disadvantage on your next attack,
nice.
and you're taking 2d4 of psychic damage.
Nice.
Take it.
Hey.
Take it.
And that's take it, and that's going to take
I can't.
6 points of psychic damage.
And the demon becomes depressed. My wings aren't tiny.
Cool. Cork.
Orc realizing that there's only one person that can really save us in this situation and turns and goes, Lulu, charge! Cork will so actually let's count. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Move up to this one here. Because he sees that Wukong has tripped and is next to a foe, and will try and cover Wukong by smacking the shit out of this enemy. And
Go
raging.
on.
Here we go. So this is Cork special. All the bells and whistles. 13.
I believe that misses. So let me double check.
It might.
It does. No, it hits. My bad.
Unfortunately, rolled a 1 on damage, but that still stacks up everything. You take 16 damage on that cultist.
Nice.
Yep. So that cultist is obliterated.
Just gibbed.
Just
Send it.
insta gib.
Perfect. Next victim.
The damage is real.
The damage.
That's the minimum damage I do on a hit.
Wow.
Between
Cork
you and
smash.
Alana, it's just whoa.
Cork literally just runs
and
through,
Wukong.
sees Wukong on the floor, and Cork will just run up and just carry on running as he brings the axe up and cuts the head off that one, and moves into the next one. Here we go.
It's this orc of death running around.
That one's definitely dead.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. Should I just delete it now?
yeah, just get rid of that one.
That's a natural 20. So yeah, that would. Yeah, he's dead.
Cork just did 86 points of damage.
I'm just trying to remember. Great.
How much damage did you do
Yes,
for the
I
audience
want
at
to see
home?
the damage on that. That's for real.
The damage on that one is 27.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Great
you get
weapon
2
master.
attacks, don't you?
I do.
Do you do the thing where you get another attack if you killed something?
I do. I'm just having a look, and if I get a crit, but I'm just having a look. I do not get it because it's a bonus action,
Right.
and I've used my attack as a bonus. However, I did have enough movement left to move here.
Cool.
And that one's probably going to shit his pants and run away.
As Cork just runs through, just frantically swinging the battle axe. Going,
Just seen 2 of its best friends get completely obliterated.
Yeah, you've literally caught him with their pants down.
Just a mist of blood.
There's no pants left on these.
It's just adding to the already amount of blood that's in the room. And Cork, as you take that step forward, you too feel the same feeling that Wyvern felt of your bones becoming brittle and hopelessness filling your soul.
And yet, still a whirlwind of blood.
Yeah, Vashon, you're up.
Right. I'm going to. Well, I had an arrow thing, so I knew where I was supposed to go, and now I lost where I was supposed to go.
I think you was measuring up here somewhere, right?
There. Right there. So. There. And then breath weapon.
Cool.
So it's a dex saving throw.
Is it on both of these individuals? Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And the saving throw is 8 plus my con modifier plus my proficiency bonus.
Saving throw
Yeah.
of 800.
So that one's a fail. I got
Yeah,
4
that's not good.
and a 7. I'd assume both of those
Yep.
fail.
Yeah.
And what's the damage that they take from your breath weapon?
It is 2d6. So I shall roll my 2d6. 2d6. There we go. Really? Wow.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's about average, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could have been better
but-
if I was using my other dice, maybe.
Cool. So yeah, they both get. I'm assuming it's fire, is it? Or
Yes, it is a fire weapon. It's a fire breath weapon.
so they both get lashed by the fire and it engulfs them, but doesn't kill them. However, you do see their skin start to sort of
Sizzle.
singe and sizzle.
And the faint smell of bacon.
Long pig. And
Cultist.
no, so we're back up to the top. So it's
Stick all of them.
the cultist in front of Cork. He suddenly spins around and tries to hit you with his scimitar.
Does a disco dance.
Yeah, does a
That's
a natural one, and he also
Nice.
while spinning around, he
I don't feel so bad now.
he goes all the way around and then just falls at your feet as well.
Look, he's praying to Cork.
Yeah. He doesn't like hit himself in the head as well.
Unfortunately, not in this instance.
Oh, okay.
No. And where's this one?
If you saw a hurricane of axes and blood heading towards you, you might pray.
So the
We're
other,
not worthy. We're not worthy.
the other cultist is going to try and hit Wyan as well. 15? Does that hit you?
That's a miss. That's a miss.
Nice.
And yeah, so he just swings wildly at the air, or maybe it hits the back of your armor and just dinks off. And Wukong, you're up.
Wukong is going to move into the main guy to back up his new friend. So just there. And going to attack the main dude.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go in with a two-handed quarterstaff attack first. And it's a roll of 19 on the dice, which is 26 to hit.
Nice. Yeah, hits.
And oh, that's not bad damage. 11 damage.
Nice.
And then he is going to kick him in the nuts.
That's it. That's it.
That's really hitting below the belt there, man.
It is indeed.
A 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Missed his nuts and got him in the quad, but it was like his quad. He's been squatting, so his quads is like, you know, well pumped.
Can I channel divinity on that DM
And then
on that miss?
Do you have to do it in your turn? What's the deal with it?
I don't have to do it in my turn. I can, but it's supposed to be before the DM says it's a hit or a miss.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of called it pretty much straight away.
what's
so-
that do? What's that?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can give
is
you
it-
plus 10 to the attack roll.
Oh, awesome.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that will hit then, won't it? I guess.
Nice,
If
yes.
the DM will allow.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Right, so that's 8 damage.
Cool.
And then I'm going to spend another key point on Flurry of Blows and do 2 more kicks, aiming for the groin at all times.
You've got a thing, man.
Right, I think that's a miss because it's 11.
Yes.
Oh.
that's a miss.
How
Man.
small are these things?
The question is,
And-
does it also have fiery balls? That's
Am I singeing the hair off my toes as I'm doing
It's
it?
actually got resistance to ball attacks.
It's funny.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
And the last attack is a 21 total.
Yes, so that hits.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever seen a monk do the can-can before.
Oh, I've just rolled the wrong dice. Ignore that. Boom.
Cock.
There you go. So the last bit of damage is 5 damage.
Cool. And as you kick it squarely in the nuts for the last time, it obviously is not very happy with that. So in return, it just rakes at you with one of its claws.
So it counters every time someone hits it.
Oh, that's a good roll. Bastard.
For 10 slashing damage.
10 damage down. Oh.
It explains why when it was hit by the arrow, it immediately hit
reacts
back.
to you.
You guys are killing me. I'm just imagining Wukong standing there just like, just kicking full speed over and over right into this thing's crotch.
Boom.
Like,
I'm
I
like,
got this guy.
oh man.
I'm like
that-
actually, I'm balancing on my pole and doing 2 kicks at once in the air.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
pole dancing.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of like that
Excellent.
scene from Beavis and Butthead. Again, kick me again.
Wyan, you're up.
I was imagining Mortal Kombat, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to bonus action healing word. Myself. Sorry, everyone else.
Good
Yep.
idea.
Yep.
4 healing.
Cool.
All right, that's better than nothing. Right. And I am going to cast Word of Radiance.
Ooh.
So the cultist and the lizard creature next to me need to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, nice.
Or take 2d6 points of radiant damage.
Imagine radiant damage in a unholy place is probably going to be real good.
So the bird-like creature in front of you gets a 20. And it was a con, wasn't it? It said.
I had a feeling that one was going to succeed.
Yeah.
You never know,
that
though.
one doesn't. Is it both the cultists or?
It's only anything within 5 feet of me, so
Okay.
it's only the one cultist.
Cool.
So that's 2d6 points of damage.
Nice.
5 points of radiant damage.
That's properly average again. That's not bad.
And yeah, so how would you like to call that one?
Yes.
I'll just like swing my warhammer around, and as I do so, radiant damage just arcs out, missing the lizard creature in front of me, and then just decapitating the one behind me.
Nice.
As I yell out, "Footorm!"
And his body just slumps down dead at your feet, and just blood just starts splurting out of the neck hole.
Anime style?
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, and,
Tear job.
that's the end of my turn.
Go.
Sweat bead.
Eleanor, you're up.
I don't know. Thank you.
No, come on, Eleanor.
So I don't know, noticed the same thing that Cork did, where whenever you attack this creature, it seems to react. And I don't know, also realized recently, now he's got his bearings back, that he actually gets 2 actions per turn, and he is going to use those from now on, and not just one.
Do you mean 2 attacks by any chance?
Yeah, 2 attacks. Yeah. So so he's going to bring 2 arrows up. But I was thinking, can I fire both at him, at the creature at once, to kind of try and minimize his reactions to 1 rather than 2?
You can say that you draw.
Well, I knocked 2 arrows.
Draw.
Yeah. I'm really careful now. I'm very much I'm gonna have to go on some kind of crash course on like bowman speak.
Yeah, I'm
No, you
sorry,
don't.
but I know exactly what happens if you put 2 arrows on a bow and shoot them. One always drops and never goes towards the target.
Not in Lord of the Rings, though.
But not in D&D.
I was going to say, because the same thing when you get these flying rat creatures, you just don't know how to shoot these things, in real life.
Yeah. But yes, fire both. Do both your attacks. They happen simultaneously.
Thank you. And I'm using fantasy rules, not rules.
Yeah, God bless you, D&D.
Physics. Of course,
Fuck your physics.
Yeah.
So I can use Colossus Slayer as well, which is cool. I need to learn some bowman speak. I really do with Jeff and this party.
I am. We'll have a meeting offline. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a crash course. So he's gonna shoot.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Get in.
That is very nice.
That's what you
And
want.
that is,
Get in.
And that's the second one as well, just so you know. But I don't know if that second one hits to 12. So it may very much do.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
It did go straight down and.
Also, make sure
Whoa.
you click the longbow on the one that's the natural 20, because it will add your bonuses for being a 20.
Yes, I will do. I'll do that now. That's nice. So that is
Nice.
12 plus 5, 9 plus. My math is terrible. We should kind of did a subtotal here. What's that?
You got
damage.
17 plus
19 plus.
yeah.
Some damage.
How would you like to do
Some.
this?
Some damage. Yeah.
21.
I've got Hunter's mark as well. Oh, is it dead?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's dead.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get calculated next turn. Right. So what Adonai does is he kind of like takes a step forward as he shoots towards this beast again, and he just goes straight through his head, hits him there, head off the neck, pinned to the wall behind the altar, and
Yeah.
I then turn to the next cultist, being like, "Go on."
Yeah.
What he's gonna do.
Nice.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
And just for the group that hits mine, yeah, I claim that.
Also,
Souvenirs.
I would say that second attack. How much was that? Was that 12?
Yeah, it didn't hit him.
No, because you do
But
attacks
it
at
will-
different times. So the
But
second one,
the second
may
one
have hit something else.
will have hit a cultist. So
I think because I stated though that I was shooting both at him and that one, should that not mean that I should kind of get
roll
the fact that it
roll the
didn't hit?
damage, mate.
Okay, happy with that. that was
Never
my,
argue back with the DM when he's offering you a gift horse.
Yeah.
Especially Joe.
that's 20, 13 plus 8, 21, isn't it? 21.
What damage? Yes.
Yeah.
Which one were you shooting at? Sorry.
It was the one directly in front of me now, which is the one in front of.
Yeah,
Cool.
me.
So straight in my line.
Nice.
Just don't hit
Boom.
me.
I mean, it's like you've knocked
Don't
the
hit
2
me.
arrows, right?
And
the
they just
one's
gone
just
out.
played off to the
I've
side.
done Robin Hood. It's kind of gone.
It's like what Jeff said, where they don't go where they're meant to.
Yeah. Instead of dropping, one just went off to the side.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll call that an accident, and I'm gonna be. Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
It was a ricochet shot.
It's a ricochet shot. That one just went to the neck. So it's like.
Nice. And Jack, you're up.
Okay, so is the
Jack.
one that's sorry, is the one that was in front of Virushan, is that one's down?
Yes.
Oh, God.
So the only one that's
on the
left, yeah, is the one that's in front of Cork.
And he's prone.
He is.
He's begging
Okay,
at
so
this point.
I'm gonna move right here. And since he's prone, Jack's gonna feel actually, you know what? Since he's prone, I'm gonna move all the way in
Yeah, kick his ass.
to melee range, and out will come the black iron sword, and he will two-hand come down and slash.
Nice.
Is that sword as big as him?
Pretty much.
You get advantage on attacks to prone individuals, I
You
believe.
do.
So
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Don't think it's needed though.
no, it's still hit, but it's whether you get a crit is the question.
Yeah.
I'll just roll another one just for the hell of it. Okay, first one hit.
Mhm.
The 15. Okay, take that. Click that.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And that'd be 7 points of damage because I have
Oh.
-1 on strength.
Ah,
On strength.
even using it two-handed.
So,
Even using it two-handed, I get a 1d10,
Oh yeah, of course it's a
But-
dice, isn't it? Yeah.
but I get a -1 on slashing because of my strength. My strength's only 8.
Nice. So you just like stab him whilst he's laying on the floor, pretty much like this. And you do hit some. You hear some crunching in vital organs and stuff, but he's still breathing. So.
That noise is
Yeah.
I think it's more like gurgling at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
just picturing like a crunch rat or something.
Have you just got the one attack?
Yeah.
Cool. And Cork just watching
Come
you
on,
do this.
Cork.
Just-
Cork's
Just
gonna
finish him.
just stare at him to death.
Yeah.
Finish this.
Just step on his toe. It'll probably finish him off.
Cork will hit him with the flat of his axe, which is basically going to be the same damage in an attempt to knock him out.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Nice.
Got a taste for Reservoir Dogs last week, and last time we played, and now he wants more.
That's going to miss no matter what.
yes.
That's a pair of threes in with advantage. I will.
Oh crap!
I know. I'll do my second.
Damn it!
Do my second attack. It's fine.
Come on, I can feel it.
That'll do it.
That's better,
That'll
that's
do.
better.
So minimum damage kills one outright anyway, right?
Yeah.
He's on the floor. Corpse literally just gonna get the flat of the axe. Just go. Ha ha!
Yeah. Yep. So you trying to knock him out rather than kill him, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yep. Which is you succeed in doing so, and he is unconscious.
In which case, Cork will, because he's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So last enemy's down. Cork will drag him away from the altar, so Cork doesn't feel so sickly anymore.
Yes. Yeah, that goes for everyone that walked in. By the way, just throwing that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
We'll all move back, I think.
And Cork will get his rope and tie the cultist up, and will. Does Cork punch him in the face to remove the mask like he did the previous one, or no? Cork will just rip the kind of head cowl and mask off.
Yeah, so removing the mask itself, you notice that it is a human, just a normal human behind the mask.
Okay, so before he wakes up, is there anything that anybody would like to actually question the cultist on? Just ahead of time.
Thinking our new friend might have some questions for him.
The first thing I want to do though is see if I can de-desecrate what's happened
certainly.
here to this altar. And what does it look like?
So it's a stone altar that has on top of it pieces of flesh and skin and offal that have been draped over the top of it. It's got carvings that depict Torm within the actual altar itself. So this one is a lot more ornate than the other two that you've seen on either end, and has a lot more intricate designs and stuff within it.
Is there any? It's really just that sort of ceremony or whatever's been set up by the cultists here with the offal. If I start cleaning that off the top of the altar, does it make a difference to how we feel, because we've killed most of them? Do we feel better now?
If you can roll me a religion check, please.
More religion. Let's go.
Yes.
Are you
You're not-
still injured, by the way?
I am.
Okay, I will roll a heal for you.
Oh, thank you very much. 12 on the religion check.
Okay, so you get a sense that if you were to spend an extended time praying here, that you might and to clean off all of the viscera, you'd probably be able to gain some sense of Torm back into the area, but that it would probably take things like holy water or other items that to properly cleanse the area itself. So you'd be able to get a little bit of it back by just sort of sitting there and praying for a bit. But to do anything meaningful would take a lot more time and effort.
Okay, well, I'll do a little prayer then, just a little bit to help start the process and take note that this needs to be addressed later, but there are more pressing matters at hand.
And while you're praying, I will just put a hand on your back there, or maybe top of your head. And
6
you can
points of
heal for
healing.
12,
I'll heal for 12.
Nice.
because it's plus
Nice.
my spell modifier.
Nice.
Very nice, thank you.
Before we start interrogating, can I walk over to the dead thing that I pinned and take a tooth or something out of his mouth?
Yes.
Yay!
Cool.
Souvenir's got to be done.
Oh,
All the way. And while I do that, can I talk to the shield and kind of ask it, do you know what they were doing here? Does this make any sense to you?
It looks
just
to
as-
me
as I
like they were
approach
praying.
Well, as helpful as that may be, do you know who they may be praying to?
Maybe.
You're not the most helpful of shields, are you?
I could tell you. But first we must become acquainted properly.
Right, just saying that does not sound great.
I know. Basically, you've got to tune to him for him to be like fully
More
happy
helpful.
for you to.
You're gonna have to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
I was hoping for
Right.
more of an instant master / peon relationship, but that's not going to
Yeah.
be the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Eleanor just has somewhat of a scared-looking face back at the group.
Yes, I was walking back.
Somewhat worried.
Yeah, the dodgy shield that wants.
I'm done talking for a while. Just walking away.
Starts asking, does anyone else want to carry the shield for a bit?
Yeah.
I'll just walk over to where Cork and Wukong are with the cultists then.
Yes. So
And,
Cork will turn around and be like, once you're done, you don't need to see what we do afterwards. As Cork hides an ear.
So what is it you're trying to find out from this cultist? Like,
I think that for winners, the main thing would be what are they trying to do here and with the desecration to Torm.
mm-hmm.
So what's their intent in this cathedral?
We'll wake up we'll slap the cultist awake, and it's tied up, and we will ask.
Feed him his own spleen. That's what I'm thinking there.
You get the faint air of a music. Something about being stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah. Something about clowns and jokers.
It's and he sort of like looks around at you all and just scowls. What?
I'm going to guess he's not from here, is he? He can't be, surely, from...
He might be a part of the cult of the Dead Three.
Yeah, but he's not going to be from the Hells, I mean. He must have been in Elturel before it fell, sort of thing.
Yeah, we are. Who's his master? Let's ask him.
Go.
Why should I
Who
answer
serve?
you? Why should I answer you?
Cork will jab a pointy part of the axe into his side. And just
and he just says that he's a cult member for Baal.
he serves Baal. Okay. Who do you directly serve? Because Baal entity. Baal don't talk to you.
I
You
mean,
midget.
He points over at the sort of bird-like creature that you'd slain in at the foot of the altar.
And what you do? Why desecrate Dawn? Why desecrate this temple?
Because Elturel has fallen and must descend even further.
For what end?
To be buried along with all of the other cities, much like wherever you come from. And he spits at them on the floor.
Were you born in Elturel? You raised in Elturel? Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Cork will jab him again. Where are you from?
And he just screams and is like, Elturel!
Who caused Elturel's fall?
Fabius Creek signed the documents.
Confirmed.
Did he sell his... Oh, of course, he sold his soul to be something, didn't he? I can't remember.
He
Now-
sold
now
the
we've
whole
had it.
city's souls.
Yeah.
Now we've had it from multiple sources, it's confirmation.
You hear Wynn just sit down on the ground, just like on the knees, just Warhammer their head down. This news washing over, just shocking Wynn to hear this.
What I don't get, though, is how was he able to bargain the souls of everyone in the city when he doesn't own their souls?
They all signed.
All of them?
As far as I'm aware, I did. Creed of the Loot.
Why?
Everyone signs it when they're a kid.
Ah,
Did you sign it?
I'm not from Elturel.
I'm talking to your mate that's looking a bit, washed out, should we say?
And at this point, I will jump up, and the end of the warhammer will glow with radiant energy, and I'll just put it right next to the cultist's head, and just say, "What have you done?"
I didn't do anything. It was all Fabius Krieg. I am merely just a follower.
I think we got all we're going to get out of this guy.
Mm.
Cork will just kind of drag him behind a curtain and just be like, Cork, be back in a minute. And actually just dancing a little bit as he's dragging him along.
Have fun, Cork.
Don't make too much of a mess.
Try and be quiet.
Just...
Well, he tried.
Now, that woke up the neighbours, probably.
Yeah.
In real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you dispatch of said cultist, even though you've killed all the. Oh, what's going on?
Oh no.
Oh no. Everything's
Oh
changed.
no.
Sorry, my roll 20's decided that it's gonna play. I'll refresh it. So yeah, you dispatch the last cultist, and you are now left in the slightly less desecrated Temple of Torm than it was before.
I will take a
pretty-
few minutes
pretty good.
to allow myself to comprehend languages so that the next time we hear somebody talking Infernal, I can understand it.
Yes. Okay. I'll make a note of that as well.
I still do not understand why the people of Elturel would sign away their souls.
No.
I find it hard to believe that they signed anything that actually said they were signing their souls away.
But if they
Unless
were
didn't-
children,
didn't-
how would they know?
Didn't know about it.
This-
Yeah. Could have been
This-
into it.
I find it hard to
Crude
believe that the
resolute.
parents of the children would let their children go and sign something that they didn't read themselves. Maybe this place is should be here. Maybe they all deserve what they got.
Do not say such things.
Hmm.
The Creed
That's not
Resolute is what you signed to protect. You agree to protect Elturel with your body and your life. You do not trust the words of this cultist, demon, devil lover. This Creed Resolute is to protect Elturel. We do not sign our souls over to whatever is here.
I think you may have under false pretense, friend, and Cork knows what the word pretense means.
Big word for Cork.
He learned that word recently.
If that is the case, then I myself will crush Thaddeus Krieg's head. But until then, I trust that everyone who signed that document did so out of good faith to protect Elturel.
Is I mean,
Good
this might be a
faith,
bit.
bad outcome.
This might be a bit of a sidetrack, but is there any way we can get a look at that document? Is there anywhere it's stored in this place, for example?
The
Maybe.
document is usually kept with the leaders of Elturel. Whether that is still the case or it has been looted, I don't know. We need to find the people, and we can ask them.
Shall we go down or up?
Well, is there anything? I mean, can we see anything past this room, or is that just a back wall?
I'll let you know that poking your head into the two curtains on either side, you come across two sets of stairs that lead up, but they're for the two towers that had crumbled. So the stairways themselves are just full of rubble, with no way through.
So
The only way now is to go down into the catacombs themselves.
we've also got the way up to the organ that we passed
Yes,
by
that's
earlier.
correct. Yeah.
The organ room, and that's just two spiral staircases that go up to one single balcony room.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's like a
correct.
mezzanine floor.
Yep.
Should we check that out first, just because of the fact there's no way that can go anywhere else, whereas down might actually lead to somewhere else, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
And down,
I agree.
down
yeah.
is sealed at the moment, so it's,
yes.
it's waiting for us.
Isn't it the leather thing or whatever it was?
yes,
the
that's
lever.
correct. Yeah.
Lever if you're English, leather if you're American.
Yeah. So yeah, Wyan knows
But what
know
if
how to.
Australia?
Yeah.
If you're Australian, I believe it's lever as well, isn't it?
Purdy, mate.
Lever, yeah.
Yeah, lever.
It's a lever.
It's called a pulley.
Yeah. So
It's called a switch.
So heading upstairs to the organ itself, you notice a large, grand organ with a magnificent pipework that just goes all the way up to the ceiling. Its ivory keys practically glow, even as its ebony keys seem to absorb light.
I may need to take those keys.
Cork will distract Win again. Win, tell me about this wall.
This wall once stood sturdy and resolute, is now crumbling away. An integral part of the chapel that forms its structural outside.
I'm gonna push a couple of the keys.
Yes. So, what keys are you pressing at the moment? So you've got either ivory or ebony keys. So
I'll do the ivory first, because that's
Yep.
always the first one that you usually hit, because those are the main keys.
Could you roll me a performance check, please?
Oh.
Is it gonna sound good or really bad?
It's gonna sound like
Jack's
Please.
like, Jack's like,
Please.
Jesus Christ, what's this person butchered?
Roll.
my-"
She rolls high. It's like, Mama, killed a man.
the gun against his head. Pull the trigger now.
We need to stop singing in case we get pulled off. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You should be so lucky, Joe.
Hey, been a while, mate.
Performance. There we go. Yeah, it's only 13, so I mean it's middle of the road.
That's good.
So, as you hit the keys, a powerful song just like resonates. You hear it coming up the organ's pipes and out into the room, and it fills the whole room itself. And every character, so all of you that can hear it, you gain 1d8 to your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw for the next 24 hours.
Wait.
1d8.
Can we take this organ with us?
Yeah.
Can you carry that?
As she plays it, for some reason, the thing that comes to my head is in the Garden of Eden from Simpsons. That reference,
Yeah.
where he swaps the music sheet, where Bart swaps the music sheets, and the musician has to play this like 20-minute dun 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 dun. Dun.
Cool.
Well, at least I didn't do horrible.
What does the other keys do? No, don't. It might give minus.
I don't want to try it.
Yeah. No. I'll tell you when we finish what happens if you failed. So yeah, that's all that's upstairs at the moment. Is just that large organ up there. There's nothing else to find. So.
Okay, and then
so back down.
Yeah, and about what time is it? I mean, as far as like when we arrived here versus now.
You've been here for, I'd say, about an hour and a half to a push.
Okay.
Yeah,
we arrived at night.
Sorry, go on.
The understanding the time in Avernus is very tricky, but you just estimate that you've if you're looking to, can I have a long rest, you'd estimate that it's sort of mid-afternoon time, if that's the avenue of your questioning.
Yeah, just trying to get a sense. Yeah, definitely trying to get a sense for like where we are in the day. And
Oh.
Being a monk, I only ask if we can have a short rest.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, Win, have you been down into catacombs?
I have before. Not very often, but as a protector, sometimes I need to. It's easy enough to get down. We can do that now if you'd like.
People were meant to come into the cathedral, but we've only found cultists. Are the people okay? Do you know?
I don't know. I was out defending and protecting when everyone was in here, and then the devils got past. So I hope they're downstairs.
I will hope so too.
Yeah.
Shall we descend further into Avernus?
Essence of
Let's
Diablo
descend
1.
further. I'll pull the lever,
Mm-hmm.
and the fist of Torm will open up into a hand, and I'll walk over and press the middle of the hand, the panel there that opens up the secret stairs that go down.
Cool. Yeah, so you descend down into the catacombs themselves, and from your sort of time around this place, you do know how to sort of traverse the catacombs, and you make your way through them and to the main crypt. And in there it's a large crypt area that's presently home to over 100 frightened people. And they cower and stand behind sarcophagi and in alcoves, their eyes red, stained with tears. And standing before a large font is a haggard woman, her hair matted with sweat, and with one arm she clutches a leather-bound tome to her breast, and in the other hand she wields a ceremonial mace that looks like it would smash as soon as it hit anything stronger than a pillow.
Oh.
So that sounds more like someone's fearful.
Does
rather than
anyone
doing-
down there look like they need medical attention?
No, they just look sort of scared and frightened rather than hurt.
Love the idea that you go down all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be
every
like,
last
this is
one
gonna
of them.
take a while.
Yeah, you've made a classic error there.
And the lady that sort of steps forward nods at Wyan and says, "I'm glad to see that you're still well."
It is not good up there. Ferrier, it is not good. We fell, we did not protect.
It seems to be the way things are going for us now, unfortunately. And she just sort of clutches the book, almost as if she's sort of hugging it.
I will give it a suspicious look.
You know it to be the Creed Resolute that everybody signs when they, the same one that the cultist above was discussing.
The people okay?
They are hungry, but they are fine.
Where are the other leaders? Is this it?
I do not know. They've gone. They left to try to find some sort of item. Grand Duke Older Ravengard was here, and he said that he was aware of some sort of helm that he thought might be able to show him something and give him some answers that may be able to help everybody. He was heading towards the crypts, I believe.
That is not a safe place to go either.
I know, but luckily there is still bravery to be found down here, it would seem.
We have heard some terrible things about the Creed. Has it changed? Do you feel as if you have changed?
I don't believe so. If you would like to look at your name or read it, you are more than welcome.
Yes.
And she sort of offers you the book.
And I take the book and I'll flick through the pages, seeing all the names of all of the people of El Terrell, and going to the point where I can see my name.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still there.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll be flicking through this book. You'd probably know roughly whereabouts your name would have been, but literally everybody that's ever lived in El Terrell has signed this in this book.
What surprises me is how many extra pages there are after.
Yes.
My name was, when I signed it, was towards the end of the book. Now it's in the middle of the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I turn to Ferry and I say, we captured a cultist upstairs who said that every signature, actually, I pull her to the side. Come over here first. I pull her away from as many people as I can, and hopefully over towards the rest of the party here.
Mm-hmm.
There with me. I will introduce give them a chance to introduce in a second. This cultist said everyone who signed this book signed their soul over
She just
to these devils.
She just looks shocked at that thought. And what do you mean? I've never signed my soul over to a devil. I've
Me
lived
either.
my life for Torm.
There is something very wrong with this situation.
Just out of interest, has anybody ever read the first pages in that book?
Or the small print?
Not I. Not I.
What does it say? Flick to the front. Let's have a look.
To the front of the book.
Yeah. So there is text for the front of the book, and it basically will say that you.
It's just an IOU.
One soul. No, so it's agreement. It's agreement that as a member of Elturel, that you'll give your life for Elturel and for its defences, and should you be called upon for arms or anything else, then you'll lay down your life in service of Elturel.
Jack.
Is there any small print, or is there anything?
No, it does. I don't think it needs to be. Jack, you're the expert on contracts. Could that be construed in a way that would include laying down your soul as to the defense of Elturel?
Possibly could.
I think they're being fast and loose with the wording.
If Elturel promised to Avernus, and people promised Elturel,
yeah,
Avernus own Elturel and people.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
This
I
is
think
not
you're onto
good.
something, Cork.
Domino effect.
We need to. I don't know if we actually need to, but it may help us if we could find the combining contract that this would lead on to. If that makes sense.
Yes. So the contract that this is in relation to was the one that came out of that puzzle box in session 0, which had a.
Yeah, I've got all the.
Could we possibly have a quick reminder?
It's the one that I read out, which repeatedly used the word all. That was going, all of this,
Yeah.
and all of that, and all. Of,
I'm
it's,
just trying to find it now for you guys.
Suddenly, the bells start to ring.
Because I watched the session 0 yesterday. It was definitely the what's his name?
So, the contents of the infernal puzzle box state, be it known that I, Thavius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained within this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters and for all time. I will place her above all creatures living and dead. I will obey her all of my days and beyond with fear and civility.
We couldn't say it last time.
No, I know.
It's so
It's too many I's and L's. I recognise the dispensation of the device called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognise that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. This is my everlasting pledge.
Oh, so it must have been the 50 years was up.
Yeah, came to collect.
Well, that's just.
And so everyone who has pledged their life in service to Elturel is bound by this agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Cork will, after remembering all this, Cork will just look back and win and go.
And I will just hand
Just
the Creed Resolute back over and say, this binds us here. This Feria
No.
This is not what we signed up for. It's not what we agreed to.
And she just looks distraught, and you see sort of tears sort of welling up in her eyes as she's, I signed to be a servant of Torm. I don't understand. And she just sort of looks despondent and sad.
And we shall break this. We shall break this. We shall find Uldar and we shall break this.
Yes, I think
Feria, these people, they came and helped me and us. Maybe they can help us again.
Lulu, is there a way to get them home? Well, out of hell?
And Lulu will turn to you and say, if there is, unfortunately, I do not remember at this current time. I'm sorry, my friend.
As she luminously glows.
If there is, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's basically
What is that?
I do not have an answer. Please try again later.
Or a magic 8-ball, I gotta shake
Yeah,
her a little bit again.
yeah. But Pariah, who's the individual, the lady who is holding the tome, says, yes, if you would all like to take a moment to gather your thoughts and rest here, you're more than welcome to do so. We don't have much food, but you're welcome to share what we do have.
Most generous of you, thank you.
I will sit down.
Actual soil down here?
The floor is stone.
Stone, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will cast create food and water. As well. So 45 pounds of food, 30 gallons of water, and
it's
for
all
24
gonna
hours.
taste like
I was good.
It tastes well.
I was just going to taste. Thank you for that, but it'll taste
What
like
I'll do
crap.
is I'll cast that, and then I'll cast purify food and water afterwards.
Oh,
45
And
pounds of
so-
shitty food.
Now it tastes much better.
A little bit less shitty.
Are we taking a rest here, or?
Yes, you can do if you wish to do so. The other things of note are that there are two large stone fonts. You know that one of them contains holy water, and you'd also know that underneath one of them there is a secret passage.
I'm going to fill up my bottle with the holy water.
Sure.
I'm also gonna get some holy water.
I will as well.
Yeah. But you know that the secret passageway doesn't lead to the crypts, to the where is it? I'm thinking of
The toilet.
You mean to the cemetery?
To the cemetery, thank you. From the crypts, it leads back into the main part of town.
Must went out. During the short rest, can I just kind of stare at the shield for quite a while?
Yes, yeah, I'll allow you to sort of commune with it. And
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, I need to understand what it's trying to suggest when it says those things to me.
You're a brave man.
Are we?
I'm an elf.
Are we taking a short rest down here or a long rest? I'm just mechanically thinking.
Sure. I'm happy for either. I only need a short rest anyway. But
Yeah, I was going to say I only need short, but if the DM will allow it, we might as well take a long rest, I guess.
yeah, you're more than welcome to do so with these people down here. Yeah.
It's a safe place, right?
Yes.
Might as well take advantage of a safe place while we have it.
Take a
Cool.
long rest, yeah.
And
I assume that like the number of people down here. I
God.
mean, we could all take the long rest, right?
yeah, there's like 100 odd people down here.
Okay, so no reason for shifts or anything. Yeah, I
They
think we
scream.
should.
Yeah.
I think we should take a long rest and get everything refreshed.
Cool.
It's only because I used 2 of my free rages and I only get them back on long rests personally.
I used 2 key points, getting back on a short rest.
And on that note, what we will do is we will actually leave it there because that's a reasonably good place for us to stop. So, big thank you for everybody that's been watching, anyone that's followed and subscribed or what have you. Big thumbs up.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Also, a big thanks to our supporters, Beadle and Grim, for continued support with the channel. A big thank you to Ben for getting up at ridiculous o'clock this morning,
Yeah.
and also for doing the same thing next week as well. Tune in
Is
to
it
us. Huh?
Yeah, it's going to be cool having you back, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah, it's good. It's good fun.
You've
Yeah.
been pretty helpful so far.
Yeah. And you haven't
keep it
turned on us, which is a
Let's keep it
bonus.
that way.
Yeah.
The Pathfinder trope.
It's nice to be in a game where the guest doesn't instantly turn around and try and kill everyone at the end.
It's not the end.
Yeah, so we will do this again next Saturday evening at 9 p.m. UK time, and coming up on Badgers, we've got no Warhammer painting tomorrow because we're all off doing other bits and pieces, unfortunately. But Monday night we have Brush Off. Tuesday back for more Vason. And then Thursday we have Runelords, and then starting this Friday we have got Steve is going to be doing Starfinder, so come back for that because that's going to be really good. And then
So
we're
excited
back
for
again.
Starfinder.
Live Free or Die, I believe it's called, isn't it?
Yes, I believe that's what it's
Live
called.
Free or Die, yeah.
Yep.
Looking forward to watching that one.
So
Some
yeah,
adventures in space.
and that is it from us. We will catch you later. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Big love. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Thanks for joining.
It's a good one.
See you later.